What's up? Please share and invite y'all. Welcome to the 1% Show with the Shane Train.
Do you want to smash this? See this TV get smashed?
Everybody wants the trophy. What? Yo! Who's gonna get a trophy with the Shane Trip? Can I get a choo-choo? One more? Yo! You better screenshot that. Yo, you better screenshot that, buddy.
Hey, thanks for coming on. Please share and invite.
Yo, don't come on this show wearing your little skirt. Yo, don't come on here with your skirt on.
Kristen!
On the planet. What?
What? Hey, thanks for sharing and inviting. Thank you.
What? The TV gets smashed.
Hi!
Let me set it up.
Rashia Martin, hi, how are you?
Look in your garbage and expect results. Yo!
Thank you for sharing and inviting.
Shane and Gary, you and your family.
I appreciate y'all. Thank you so much.
You ready to rise up with the train? Yo, you like what you see in the mirror tonight? Grant Cardone, March 17th. I picked up my star and I went, yo! Why don't you prove it wrong? Boom!
Who's that dude? Shane Train Strong. Yo, that dude hustles and shines all day. I'm a beat phone. Yo. James a big dork. Yo, did anyone tell you you're a pimp? Yo, what up? Who's that dude? Chain train.
We're bringing the train.
We are coming! Whoa.
What up? Hey, I appreciate the shares and invites. Love y'all. Thank you. Adam! Adam, what's up, my brother? What is up, Adam Gensler? Come on, man. Adam's my dude.
So it's 4:08 on Saturday, like the 26th, 25th, whatever.
There might be cursing, so I apologize.
February 2016. Listen, a late start always beats no start.
Yo.
If you come at the end and you find all the
Please share and invite some of your friends.
Look, they said I can't run a mile. I couldn't either. You know what I did? This is no bullshit. I put my sneakers on and walked in the treadmill. For the first week, I did that. Just to get the habit. The mindset. Yeah, I did that. I put my sneakers on and walked down to the treadmill, turned it on, didn't get on it, walked back up. I did that for 1 week. The next following week, I walked. Yeah, get you some. No.
Get you some.
16 People's Tour chant. Get you some. Share, like, comment. Thank you. Love you. Get it? Yeah.
Come on, man. Come on.
All right, it's Sunday like the 20th. This is where I can see the shame. me and pitch me. Go to pitch me. Yeah. Pitch me.
Please share. I appreciate it.
Me, the shame train, and the public figure. Hey, shame.
Thank you, Kristen. There's Malachi. Come on, man. Come on. He knows everyone. Yo, Malachi spoke with us in California. So just to kind of update you, he spoke when I spoke with you. Just have to turn your phone landscape, Malachi.
A lot of people have been direct messaging me, asking me what they should choose for a career, how to make more money, and I'm here. This is actually 96 acres of land.
All you got to do, I hit the invite button. You just got to turn it sideways. I hit the invite button, Malachi. You should be able to, there we go. There's my dude right there. All right, so y'all, let's get the show on the road. You know, I love playing the videos because some people don't like them, and I love to do whatever I want. But that's what you should be doing, whatever you want. And whatever you want should be helping the universe. It should be helping the planet. It should be giving back. There's a gift in you, right? But it's nobody else's job to find the gift. It's your job to find the gift. You know, you're not going to win the lottery. The government ain't going to give you no program to help you find yourself. You got to create yourself. Finding yourself. You got to create yourself. But here's the deal. Not only you're portraying someone that cares about the community, but you're a plug. You're a leech on people, right? You're the one that calls people, yo, and they're having a good day, and you're calling, right? And you guilt them into listening to you. Yo, that's got to stop. See, what I'm here to tell you is you're a diamond, right? But you got to tell yourself you're a diamond. And then you got to polish every day, right? You think life is grinding you down, and that's the problem, right? That's not grateful attitude. Because a grateful attitude says, yo, there's someone that just fought for their life and lost today. There's somebody that just got diagnosed by a doctor that they have 6 months to live, and they're trying to jam in all this life because they haven't lived yet. Why do you not listen to me telling you you're dying like it's not for real? Like, why does DR have to be in front of it for you to wake up? Like, why does that have to happen when I'm giving you a chance tonight as a messenger, right? You know, I was speaking in California. I tell people, yo, yeah, I joke around on the metaphor, man, because you're listening to the same crap all the time. What gets your attention? The Kardashians, someone getting pulled over, a high-speed chase, talking about your neighbor, seeing someone fail. Yo, don't even try to come to me. See, here's the thing. I have to fit into none of you and all of me. And, yo, that takes one big orchestra. That takes a big doctor, right? That takes my daddy, right? And I don't have to tell you about the Bible. I've never read it. That doesn't mean, yo, and that's the funny thing, right? I'll get into a conversation about anybody. We can talk about money. We can talk about race. We can talk about politics. That's all bullcrap. Because if you take it to the foundation of the highest level, it's called human. And that's it. There's nothing to talk about at that level. You know, yeah, I do the Pledge of Allegiance, but homies, I'm about the human race everywhere in the world I've been. We're all human. We're all the same. See, you do not understand that resistance is what creates you. That you should not be, you are taught not to expect pitfalls, not to expect everyone around you is dead. Look at them and look at it, put a tombstone on them. Right? But just like Mrs. Dash, what's your mixture between the years, right? It's not, you can't play it safe and say, I lived a good life, I did nothing. I've never eaten a steak. I've never eaten ice cream. I've never skydived. I don't know what your thing is, but you better figure out trying everything. You might not like coffee, but you might not like it because you never tasted it. That ain't the right thing to do. Take a sip, spit it out if you don't like it, but take a sip. And Neil, stop being built for home runs. That's weak. Be built for rejection, because rejection is really a test of your internal love that you get from the inside, from the spirit, right? So you are just a conduit, so nobody can reject you because you're just a placement. You're like a bookmarker. You're like this phone. So you take too much credit for your creativity. You take too much credit for where you are and what you've done, good or bad, right? And what you need to do is say, what is in here that needs to go out there? So if I protect what's in here and find out what's in here and love the skin I'm in, then that's how I'll win. So Malachi, man, what's up, brother? How are you, man?
Hey, brother, let me go back out and come back in, man. I'm having some bad connection issues right
now. Man, we'll bring him. What is up, everybody? Hey, Ty, Sandy, love you all, love you all. Ty, what's up, my man? So we're going to bring Malachi back on. Please share and invite. I appreciate you. Troy Knob, what's up? John Moneth, what's up? Everyone, I appreciate the shares, the invites. You all are just amazing, and I appreciate our friendship. I appreciate this community, and this is a community of us working together, all of us working together to make the world better. It's not one person that can do this. It's everyone that's required. What's up? All right, let's see Malachi. Let's bring him back on and see how his connection is. So, yeah, I appreciate the sharing invites. That means a lot. There we go. That's much better. Boom. So, I want to ask everyone, drop your town in there. Drop your town in, what town you live in. Here's the deal. Social media is great, but it's only great when you take that connection to the real levels of, like, we met in California, right, through social media. But you can't stop just at the social media part. You got to get to the social in the flesh part. You know, you got to be meeting people. So you need to put your town up, what you do. What, I don't care. Put it all up here. You know what I mean? Put your business, put your Facebook. You might be a speaker. You might be a pipe maker. You might be a plumber. You might be a landscaper. There might be someone in your town that needs their grass cut. Well, guess where it's all going to happen now, homies? Right here. Because this is the most authentic media now, and we control the media. So you're going to control the people that you're going to trust in this new media world. Right? You have more selection now. Right? So this is serious business. Serious business. Anyone that gets on here and is playing around, look, you are going to get a result of the law of attraction. You're going to get what comes. It is not about being popular. I could care less, right? I got a battle I'm fighting every day. Look, I mean, seriously. I'm going to talk about 2 things, right?
Oh, he's getting the bat.
Yeah.
Oh.
Right? And that is, if you're not fighting, if you think that you're going to get anywhere without fighting, I'm not talking physically touching anybody, right? I'm talking fighting yourself, kick your own ass, right? I'm saying, like, you're worried more. Listen, and I know this. I don't care what you say. I can profile anybody. I can tell if you work out. I can tell if you have healthy habits. I can feel your energy. Yo, see, here's the thing is people get uncomfortable or comfortable when I'm around because, listen, I'll tell you anything you want to know about me in private, not on here. This ain't the thing. But I'll let you know because I'm me. I'm effed up, but I don't need you to help me with that area. Yo, I'm fighting the battle every day to say, no, you're good. No, you're good. No, you're good. No, you're good. You think you're helping me by saying, oh, Shay, you should do this. Yo, the only reason you're telling me is you're dissatisfied with what you do every day as your daily habits because we're not what we write in a book. Yo, I don't care if you tell them, yo, I got all these goals, man. I'm a beast. I'm like, yo, but you're missing the drive, right? Like you got all this game up to here, but at the end, you lost the drive, the action part. Yo, I don't care what you do. You could have no plan, but you go out and do anything and you get out somewhere. And something will happen because you will be rewarded. A mustard seed. Yo, nowhere does it say, read this Bible and you'll be holy. Nowhere does it say, I want you to go to church and be around holy people. It never says any of that. But I tell you what, I only take a couple nuggets of anything, and I go and I make stuff happen. Give me a seed and let me work that seed. He says, yo, show people you authentically love, right? Your discovery.
Boom, boom. That's it,
let
baby.
Them know where you came from. And when that one set of footprints became two, where you came strong enough to carry love.
Tell it, man.
So, when you know I was a crackhead, let me tell you one thing, you closet jerk. Right? It's a lot better to tell someone I was than I am.
Right.
Right? And you got to slaughter that dragon every day. Every day. See, people have this facade that they think, if I do these things, I'll be able to relax. Stop thinking that you're going to relax. that means you're doing the wrong thing. That means you're not on purpose, right? That means you're sucking from society, not giving to society. And you got to stop being a vacuum, man. You got to pump it up. So Malachi, man, this guy's awesome. I mean, I'm going to let Malachi take it over. He's got a show. We're going to talk about a show that he does. And just amazing, man. I got to be a part of some great stuff, but we're going to talk about that. So where are you from? How did we meet up? Let's tell everyone, and let's get into it. You know how to take the mic, so I'm going to let you have it for a while.
Shane the Train, man. I'm telling you, brother, you know how to put it out there, man. You just doing it the way we do it. It's just real. You just real, man. I appreciate how real you are. You know, you can't get no realer than Shane the Train. Brother, walk around with a bat, you got to pay attention. You know, you could walk softly if you want to, but this brother come with a bat. He speaks loudly. We met in Ontario, California about, I guess it's almost 2 weeks ago, right? And somewhere around there, almost 2 weeks ago, we were at a conference called Seasons of Change Conference. And that conference, man, I'm going to tell you, it was off the hizzy. Man, it was off the chain, man. I was like just fired up. All the different speakers that was there, man, I'm telling you, if you guys missed this one, you don't want to miss the next one that's going to be coming out. You guys need to keep it locked to the Shane Train, also the Malachi and Christine Show. You know, we have a show that we air every Thursday night on Blog Talk Radio. You can find it at blogtalkradio.com/the Malachi and Christine Show. Every Thursday night at 8 p.m. Pacific Standard Time, and we're showcasing a lot of professionals, non-professionals. It really doesn't matter. If you're making a difference in the world, we want you on our show. Shane the Train is going to be busting it out. We got to work with our schedules. He's going to come on there with his bat, and you best believe he's going to bring the pain, baby. He's going to bring the pain. Next month is All Entrepreneur Month. And our brother from another mother, Greg Walker, he's going to be starting us out the very first Thursday next month for Entrepreneur Month. So you guys better keep it. There it is right there. Dream to Grow Rich. That's him, ladies and gentlemen. Greg Walker's going to be on the Malachi and Christine Show next month. You guys need to keep it locked and find out more information about our show. You can go to Life's Word Ministry on Facebook. You can go to Life's Word Min, W-I-N, on Twitter. You can find us on Instagram at Life's Word Ministry. You can also
find us. Greg, did
you
like speaking at the event?
Oh,
Greg,
man.
Did you have fun? We were glad to have you. Greg, did you eat too many wings? I don't know. I think you did. So where else? I'm sorry. Where else can they find you?
That's funny. I'm talking to Greg right there. That's Greg, y'all. That's Greg. That's funny. But, you know, go to, like I said, blogtalkradio.com/the Malachi and Christine Show, Thursday nights at 8 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. You can also, you go to, like I said, the website and all that good stuff. But, hey, I met Shane, like I said, at the conference last ago, Seasons of Change, and we just developed a immediate brotherhood. We connected immediately. You know, it's that kindred spirit. You know, one crazy person know another crazy person, and everybody crazy in the room. And when you hook up these guys, that's it right there. That's Italian, that bat. He was there with that bat, and he was bouncing. There it is, fire, baby, fire. Oh, yeah, that's what I'm talking about. See, that's proof that we met. See that bat? I signed it right there. That bat, that was proof that we were together. See, that's where we were at, right there at that hotel. And we were there for 2 days. It was Saturday and Sunday. And the speakers that came forth was phenomenal, as they say. And it was a little more than that. We had a little surprise at the end, which everybody was kind of shocked because your boy fell out the woodworks on what was up. I had to jump out there and get engaged on that last night. Yeah, baby. Got engaged to my sweetheart, Christine Marie. Yeah, I'm going to tell you, man. But it was great. We had a fun time. It was awesome. The information that came down was like none other. The stories. Oh, my God, the stories that came out. Am I right, Shane?
Yeah, I mean, your story, I want to talk about your story. I want to get into, I got time. I want to talk about your story. Flow there, you coming up, everyone thinks they look at, see, here's the thing, right? I'm a deep, deep dude. Like, I'll be like I'll say to someone like, look, people think, I said to my friend today, I said, look, you look like a rich white girl that got everything. Yo, I know you don't believe that, but everyone out there believes that, right? So then they get engaged in a level. And I'm like, yo, tell your story. Let them know. Because, see, they don't see that. They see you today. People see you today, and they're like, dude, this guy got everything. Got a beautiful fiance, got his show. He's just cooling, man. Like, you know what I mean? Like, he's doing it. So, but that's what they see. They take that one today, and they're making a lot of judgments. We all do. So, let's get into, where'd you grow up, and what was your family life like? You have a mom and dad around?
Oh yeah, definitely, man. I grew up I was born and raised in San Diego, California, a little town. Well, we called it Dodge City. It was gangsters for the most. We called it Dodge City because it was before, gangsters came around, started shooting everybody, because we took care of business with these right here. This is how we took care of business. It wasn't about, punking out, shooting somebody from a drive-by. Nah. You wanted to go at it, you go at it with these right here, and we took care of business. But I grew up, man, my dad was a pastor, and so I grew up in a very saved Christian home, but my thing was, I didn't really want to go that route. I didn't want to go do the church thing, I was raised up in it and stuff. And what happened as I was growing up, and, we get some of our buddies and stuff in high school, I got involved with selling drugs and using drugs, and it turned for the worse for me, because one night I went out with an old girlfriend of mine from school. Her cousin used to hang out with me and wanted to learn ropes of how to sell weed, how to sell this, that, and the other, so I was kind of teaching him the ropes. And so one night, we went behind the house where they were building a new development of homes and stuff. We was gonna go back there, smoke a bit, how we do. And so he had gotten something from somebody that I didn't know, and I always told him, don't ever get anything without letting me know first, because you don't know who's out there, and you don't know who's gonna jack you or what. So he's a young cat, in his early teens.
Pat Adler, what's up, you all? Appreciate you. Susan, Elizabeth, Perez Oliveri, Sandy McNichol, David, what's up? Let's see here. Adam Gensler. So, y'all, thank you. Share and invite. Please hit the share, and then invite some of your friends. Like, listen, don't be a little punk. I don't care if you don't do it. I don't check if you care less. But look, I tell you about serious stuff. I learned these laws, and they were tough laws to learn. I felt like people were manipulating. They said, do this. It's the law of attraction. I didn't believe it. But when I did, I started to achieve it. Yo, you don't have to hit the invite for me. But the law of attraction says, here's what's going to happen. You're going to be on a broadcast one day, and you're going to want people to do it. And you're going to remember right now me talking to you. Look at me. It's the law of attraction. It's not the law of chain. It's not the chain train law. It's the law of the universe. So share it out. You can share it 50 times. It's okay, and you can hide it from your timeline later. But it helps engagement. And everything I ask you to do you actually know that everything I'm asking you to do helps your algorithms? So it doesn't hurt your algorithms. It helps. When you hit the hearts, the anger, I don't care which one, it helps your algorithms and my algorithm. It's called the law of attraction, though. It is true. So you were helping this person sell weed, and you said, yo, I got to check everything out.
Yeah, so basically, I wanted to say hi to everybody that's coming in.
But don't go slow on me. Don't go slow. We're not at the speed. I just interrupt. When I see people here, I shout them out. So
hey, do it up, man. This is your show, baby. I'm just here for the ride. I'm hanging on the caboose, man. So anyway, we got involved with all that stuff, and I got a hold of some bad chemicals, that they called a cool stick back in the day. They would dip weed in embalming fluid. So I'm smoking on this stuff, not even knowing what the stuff is, man. And before you know it, I was gone, wiped out, man. That was a wrap for me. Didn't know who I was, where I was, and when I was, for days. And it wasn't nothing but the goodness of the Lord that I say, because my mom, she was a praying woman. She prayed me back in, man. And it didn't stop there, man, because I continued on the down roll spiral, as they say. and I got into alcohol, man, and started messing around with all these different types of women and stuff while I was in church, man. You know what I'm saying? While I was in church, you know, I'm trying to live this life, you know, walking this straight and narrow, but yet I was still doing the whole thing. I call it the holy hoe, man. I was doing the holy hoe. And so, you know, while I was doing all this, you know, and deep down inside of me, it just didn't feel right. You know, it's like something else. There's got to be something else to this. Got to be something else to my life. Got to be something else that I needed out of life beside the way I was going, you know, tripping and womanizing and alcohol. I used to drink 40s in the parking lot of our church, man. That's how burnt I was and toe up I was. I was tired. I got married early. You know, I was 24 when I got married, and that hit the skids as well. You know, and so from there, you know, being married 10 years and got 2 small children, we was having our problems, having our issues and stuff, you know, and I'm sneaking out drinking and doing all that, you know. And so she decided that she had enough. She was done. So we was at McDonald's chilling, you know, having Mac fries and stuff, and the kids out there in the balls playing. And next thing you know, she said, I want a divorce. I'm done. I'm out. And I was like, wow, really? And so, you know, fast forward, the courts gave me full custody of both of my kids. And so now here I am, a single dad, you know, trying to figure life out. Didn't know what to do. Single dad, you know, boy and a girl, trying to raise them the best way I knew how. And I was still trying to figure life out. I was like, there's got to be something better for me in this world. Got to be something better, you know, and all the teaching that my parents was instilling me when I was a kid was hunting me, man. It was hunting me. It was hunting me. That's why, you know, you say you don't read the Bible, but I've read the Bible a few times. There's a verse that says, train up a child in the way that he or she should go. And when they're old, they will not depart from it. And so I kept that inside, man, as I was growing out there, smoking and drinking and carousing and, you know what I'm saying? Doing all that crazy stuff. But then, you know, after, and, you know, I'm kind of skipping around, but I want to bring it home. You know,
it's a free flow conversation. I just want to make sure we go slow, because here's what I tell people, right? A lot of people, or what never helped me grow was to know how great you are today, right? Like, I really don't care. But I want to know, how do you maintain it, right?
Yeah.
I want to know, what did you really go through? Like, what did you really go through? Were you depressed? You got to fight it every day. Like, I want to know that stuff. I want to know if someone didn't have soup to eat. I want to know if someone did. If someone had, I just want to know, what is your story, like the real effing deal.
Right. Well, you want the raw deal? All right.
Yeah.
They shoot from the hip then. Full clip. Well, it's like this. After I got involved, you know, after my first marriage was hitting the skids,
Chevy, show Joshua.
What up? What up, y'all? Welcome to the show. I hit the skids, man, and I decided that life wasn't really worth living. And I'm sitting in my office one day, you know, trying to debate how to end this. You know, how is a brother going to go out, man? I was like done with life. You know, the drinking wasn't helping. The drugs wasn't helping. Wasn't in love. Didn't understand love. I didn't even know what love was, man. But yet I was married. And I sat there in that office one night, man, contemplating how I was going to pull the trigger. And I'm just sitting there, just thinking about my small little baby girl at that time. And I was like, you know what? Life is really not worth it. Life is bringing me too much pain, bringing me too much anguish. I felt alone. I felt like nobody loved me. And here I am, a preacher's kid, right? That you would think that a preacher's kid should know something about love and understanding and, you know, all that good stuff. But yet I was still alone. I was still suffering. I was still having my issues. My inner demons was rising up. I would have at midnight, I would have all these nightmares, man, and all these demons would be coming after me and stuff and trying to drag me out of life. And I'm dealing with all this crap in my mind, thinking I'm going crazy. And it's like, you know what? I'm done with it. And that's the punk way out. I'm gonna tell you like it is. You people out there, men, women, boys, and girls, if you think suicide is the best way out, you're a punk. I'm gonna just let you know, you're a punk. That's the punk way out. You don't have to commit suicide to say I'm done with life and life ain't worth living. No, life is worth living. Trust me, I know. I'm 57 today. I turned 57 on the 13th of this month, and God's been good to me. You know what I'm saying? It hasn't always been easy. No, the drugs, the alcohol, the crazy women that try to take me out, all that mess, you know, the gang banging and stuff, people shooting at me and all the rest of that. It was like, you know what? I didn't want to take the punk way out. And I had like an epiphany, man. It was like God came in the room and like the room lit up. And it was like, you know what? I love you. I was like, what? Who the heck? You know, I'm looking around like, who is talking to me? Just like I'm talking to you now. I heard this voice. I love you. You thought I was tripping? Oh, yeah, I was tripping big time, because here you got this audible voice and nobody in the room but you. You know, I'm like, am I that messed up in my head from the drugs that I'm hearing things? But no, man, God came in the room, spoke and said, life is much better. I got something for you. I want you to stay in this world. You got so much. That's right, Gina. You agree suicide is a selfish act. You doggone right it's selfish. You know what? How you going to take yourself out and all these people around here, they still love you? You know, that's a selfish act big time. But you know what? That thought still occurs to a lot of people today. They think that people don't love them and they think it's not worth living, but it is worth living. And so after that, you know, after I got through all the drugs and the alcohol and stuff, I decided, you know what, and the bad relationships, I've had 3 failed marriages, 3. And, you know, to be on the real tip, far as, because I am in church, you know, I am a co-pastor and stuff, you know, I got to keep it real that God has kept his hand on me. You know, whether you believe or not, that's on you. You know, I'm not trying to convince you, or I'm not trying to convince you or convert you. My thing is just to show you the love of Christ, and you do whatever you got to do. But the thing is, how it affected me. That's my thing. How it affected me and how it changed my life. The word of God changed my life. The spirit of God changed my life, because I was headed for the serious skids. Yeah, preach it, boy, preach it.
Here's the thing is, you're not weak. Here's the thing people need to know. Look, you need to notice, people, we were just taught wrong. Listen. It ain't about your mom and dad being bad or good. I don't even get involved in that level. I'm just saying they were in a different mindset. If your kids got beat, you didn't call the cops. Listen, my dad used to beat me, come home drunk. I had to get 15 to put fists to him. Yo, the police were never going to do anything. I had to do it.
Right.
If you called them, they said, what you know what I mean? There was nothing. Yo, he would get drunk. They would pour his liquor out and let him drive home.
Right. See?
Yo, I was like, how are you going to let that happen? You poured his beer out and you let him drive home because you know.
Right.
That's how it was back then. Good old boy. Yo, crazy.
Yeah,
what I'm
for
saying
real.
Is it's different now. It's different now.
It's
right?
it's so much. It's so different now. After I got. Hey,
you were taught not to tell. And look, that's the problem. I'm just going to tell you this, then we got to get back to Malachi. But the clam is depression, right? I'm going to write a children's book. And the oyster is who we really are. And when you open up, that's when you find that you got a pearl in there.
That's right. That's right. That's right. That one little grain of sand. That's all it takes to make a pearl. One little grain of sand. And that little creature or whatever, clam, you know, sucks on that little seed, man. And before you know it, it's developed so much goodness around that one little grain of sand that is now worth thousands. And that's us, man. We go.
Well, think about everything. Or they got the shiny look, doesn't matter. But have you ever seen that granite? Like, listen, It's not laying in Walmart. It's not laying in Home Depot.
Right.
But look, it's like you got to dig in. You got to break stuff. Things get broken. People pass away in the process of mining diamonds, of mining gold, of getting oil. You know, if you get a concrete block, it's made of sand, lime, and gravel. You know, nothing happens alone. Everything together. Right? And your foundation is built of something. Yo, if you have wood in your house, think about the process. They had to go out in the woods, cut it down.
Right.
If you have a fire, they had to cut it down. You're burning it to get warm. Right? Everything is a process from garbage to green.
That's right.
Think about it. You know, what do they do with the manure? That comes from they squeeze it, they spray it around, they put the manure in the field, and it regenerates. They put lime on it, and now you got soil that you till.
That's it.
The farmer never goes to another farmer and watches that farmer's plants. He works his own garden.
Right.
It sounds simple, but it's so true. Another cat.
And it knows its mom. It knows its mom. That's the good thing about it, man. We know where we come from. We know where we come from. The thing we got to know now is where we're going. Okay, we all got a past. We've all done dirt. We've done trash. You know, we still, some of us is, yeah, baby. Yeah. We still doing dirt, you know? It's a process. And we got to work towards that beautiful, that end right. The end result. What's the end result?
Stop jumping off the cliff and saying I give up because you're not perfect. That is a facade. Listen, at the end of the day, you got these two things you're feeding, right? Good and bad. If the good eats a little bit more,
okay.
Good.
Right. For real. That's real right there.
I jump to conclusions. You're not going to come to me and say, people like, you're a positive dude. I said, I'm a human being that's fighting a battle and I'm slaying the dragon and I'm a warrior, homies. So don't look at me and say I'm anything. I tell myself who I am. So you back the F off of me and you find out who you are and you get out of my space right now.
Okay. For
and
real.
Look at me like, who's this dude? Dude, I'm a warrior for God.
Right? Look at that. Falling out.
Yeah, I'm not here to ask anybody permission for anything except for myself and the guidance of God.
Right,
he said
exactly.
Two simple things to me. He said, Shane, dude, I'm going to keep it simple for you because I know how you are. There's going to be one door at the open in your neighborhood at the end of the day. There's going to be one door.
Thank you, Gina.
And there's going to be one table with food. It's mine. He said, look, my son did a lot. You need to figure out who he is, and then you got a free access to my table. That's it.
Right. That's it, baby.
Show the world that that's it. You don't got to.
And that's the thing.
You just show your love.
That's it. That's all we got to do is love. And that's my story today is love. That's all I got. No, we got a tag. Our hashtag is live, hope, change. Live, hope, change. That's our hashtag, live, hope, change. Because while you're living, people have hope today that they can change. And so we're trying to help people to live so they can have hope, so they can change. Live, hope, and change, baby. That's what it's about. You know, just like
let's get back to your story because your story is awesome. Gary Denton, what's up? Gina, what's up? Dave Daly. Dave, Monster Motivator.
Dave. Dave.
Roar.
Yeah. Dave Daly. Love that man.
Yeah.
Dave Daly.
Awesome. Richard Trevino. Joshua Lettieri. Richard Trevino, man. He's awesome. All of you are awesome. Sean Allen. I appreciate it. Patrick Nelson. Chevy Shavir. Joshua Lettieri. All of you, please share and invite. So I'm just
yes, sir.
But
yes,
let's get back to your story.
Yeah. So
let's
anyway,
get back to your story.
You know, as time went on, and I felt that I was at a stop sign in my life, and I was at this point. This is my Black Monday in my life, where I was again ready to check out. Again, and God came to me and says, I'm changing your name. And this is when he changed my name from what it was to what it is today, Malachi. And I looked at it, I said, well, what is Malachi? He says, it's messenger of God. You're my messenger. I'm like, what? He goes, yeah, I want you to be my messenger. There are a lot of people in your position, a lot of people that are just like you that are hurting. They're going through church faking it. They're going through life faking it. Because of what people have said to them, what people have bombarded their mindsets with, their thinking. You know, it's a shame that people hate on you because you are trying to change your life. You know, they ought to be happy that you want to change. They ought to be, you know, ecstatic that, you know, you're looking for some type of change. You know, oh, what are you doing now? It's not going to work. It hasn't worked before. You know what? I don't need that. You know, we get enough of that on our own, beating our own selves up. Every time we wake up in the morning, look in the mirror and go, dang, I'm going to do it again. Yeah, there you go, baby. Bring the bat out. That's what I'm talking about. So, you know, we need the haters. The haters are the ones that motivate us. Haters, go ahead. Hate, because that motivates me. You know, and so Why he changed my life, man, I decided, you know what? Great. I'm going to do something different. I went back to school, man. And early on, man, let me back up about using them drugs, man. Early on, I said, you know what? Since I'm selling drugs, I might as well go get a degree. Man, I went and got a degree in pharmacology because I wanted to truly understand what drugs is all about. Right? Ain't that crazy? Got a degree in pharmacology, so I know how they really use and mix drugs, man. You know, the stuff we do, man, the stuff we do. But hey, I got the degree. I worked in, what was it, Save-On drugstore, man. I said, the first time somebody said, and that was when I had full custody of both of my kids, you know, and they said, you can't go home for lunch because my daughter was sick, right? They said I couldn't go home. I said, you know what? You can take this job and boop, 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 boop. You know, I said, no, ain't no way in the world no job gonna tell me when I can go home and see about my child. No, that's when I started getting into entrepreneurship and working for myself, getting these businesses, working from home, because I didn't want the man to tell me what to do. I didn't want the man to tell me when to go, when to come. Fuck the man. That's and when I started being introduced to all these other millionaires and stuff out there in the industry and these different businesses, they all had the same story. If you want to make the money you're worth, you got to own it. I was like, yeah, that makes sense. You got to own it. You got to own it. So I tell everybody, you got to own your own. Own your own thing, because the man's not going to give it to you. You working to make him rich. You working to make her rich. Why not work to make yourself rich? Bring yourself home. Work from home with your own kids. So, you know, as time went on, you know, the process of change started happening in my life, man. As you have to get to a point to where you're tired of being tired. And I was just tired of being tired. That's when I said, you know what? I had enough. I'm going back to school. I got 2 degrees in 6 years. I got my master's in Christian studies with an emphasis in leadership, man. And I met Christine along the way, brother. And we developed a friendship and the love thing. That's the love train on Shane Train. The love came, and man, we just fell in love, brother. And it just went I'm telling you, let me tell you something. When it comes to meeting the right person, I see that. When it comes to meeting the right person, there's nothing like it. You know, Shane, you got the right one now, baby. You know what I'm saying? It's that person that brings positive in your life, that brings support in your life, that gives you a backbone, really. You know, when you thought you had a backbone, you wasn't no backbone. You was a jellyfish, you know, and she's man, brought me so much strength to myself, man. It's incredible. I love to grow with all my heart, man. And well, like I said, man, we're doing some great things now. We're changing lives. That's our thing, man. Change some lives. I'm in the ministry of helping people on the street, not only just helping feed them. You know, I don't want to just feed them. Anybody can feed people on the street. I want to get them off the street. Those that want to get off the street, because everybody don't want to get off the street. You know what I'm saying? So those that want to get off the street, we want to change their lives. Those that are still dealing with the drugs and the alcohol and the women and, you know, the carousing, we want to help to change their lives. Not only get them out of the street, we want to give them some education, get them a job, get them trained, get them some money in the bank, get them some housing, you know, and then restart that process all over again. Because if you help one, man, come on, you can help many more, because now the process is that snowball effect. So that's what we want to do. You know, we're in the process of starting this ministry. You know, it's a multicultural complex that we're looking to start, to where, you know, we can do the education, we can do the personal growth, we can do, you know, the mentoring, where you guys can come in and speak personally to all these people. You know, I'm building all these great relationships with you guys, you know, Mark Menard, you, Shane the Train, and Greg Walker, and Dave Daly, man, all these cats, man. I want you guys to just, you know, hey, hang on to my coattails, something. So when it's up and running, man, I want you guys there to share, man. Because when we all make it, we all make it. You know, that's my thing, is share the love, brother.
Yeah, and I want to shout out to please follow Corbett Plastering, CORBETT_plastering on Instagram. Corbett Plastering got me an Apple TV. They're working on getting me a projector.
Nice.
So this is all supported by the viewers. This is like public access. So everything is supported. I had $50. I mean, I put a lot more money. I probably spent $40,000 in the last year, 12 months doing this. But I'm just telling people, you know, I try to make sure that you have an authentic view of what it looks like to grow. I have an insurance business, but once you create something, the process of creation is a reflection of who you are and your artist. You don't have to be in the band to be an artist. I'm an artist of mind. I'm the metaphor man, you know? Everyone has a gift. I don't know what your gift is. It might be sewing. It might be cutting. It might be painting. But the thing is it's not your gift if you have to be paid. People say, Shane, you got to monopolize. You got to do this or monetize. That's the word. I'm like,
monetize.
I'm like, bro, like I ain't got to do nothing. I got to be happy. You chase that money and tell me how it works for you. Because I'm 47, bro. Like respect goes up, knowledge goes down. Don't tell a grown man that already has a business unless he asks you. Like, you know what irritates me? Don't ask me for money. Two things. Someone asked me for money today, and they got me on a call with somebody. And I'm like, man. Like, they're like, yo, here's this. And I'm like, homie, my family sold me out. I had zero, man, zero. Don't ever come at me. I was 40 till I got my first car. I'll effing ain't gonna help no one. If I want to help you, I'll give you everything. But don't ever ask me for nothing unless it's a nugget. Yep. And if anyone out there wants to be helped, don't ever go to someone. The ice cream philosophy. When you eat a bowl of ice cream, the ice cream is gone. That Suburban is a level that I put at a level. You know, yes, I appreciate it, but it's like eating a bowl of ice cream. You know what I mean? And then you got to pay to slay the dragon every day. You got to pay for that, man.
Yeah, they do.
It takes a lot of money. The Mercedes a lot of money. Do you want to do that? Do you want to step up? Why do you think I do it 7 days a week?
People don't understand that flow. People don't understand that flow, man. They want what you have, but they're not willing to put out to get it. They don't want to sacrifice. They don't want to hurt.
There's the word. Even if they want to put out, they don't want to give up nothing.
Right. Like, they don't want to sacrifice.
So what can I buy to do this in 30 days?
Right.
So I tell people, yo, Nelson Mandela, Martin Luther King, JFK, Abraham Lincoln, George Washington, Tom Brady, LeBron James, Elton John, Billy Joel. None of them have ever said these words right here. I want you to pay attention real quick because I'm going to drop your face real quick. And if you don't get this, none of them have ever said this. I'm going to show you how to make 6 figures. You think about this.
Boom.
These are words that you've never heard from a true person that is getting it on. Listen to me. Listen, you can watch every speech you've ever gone on any great person, whether it's Federer, whether it's the girls, the twins, what are their names that play tennis?
Serena and
Williams.
the Williams sisters.
It doesn't matter who it is, man. It doesn't matter. Johnny Carson. No one has ever said, yo, let me show you how to make 6 figures.
Right.
But that's what we chase because we think that's going to make us happy. And here's the sad thing. And I'm just telling you, you don't have to believe me. It's experience. When you get that money, if you ever get it, you're going to be so depressed because it was nothing of that. And so everything was the pursuit of it. The pursuit of it. And it's crazy because that is the building of the diamond. That is the coal becoming a diamond. And until you understand, it is the journey, the destination, the creation, the manifestation. That's really what it is.
That's deep right there. That's it, baby.
If you don't have a greater purpose, you're not going to be given the strength from the spirit to go on.
Right.
You're going to be brought down. Listen, I've had drug dealers in here that had the biggest shootouts in Brooklyn, New York. And you know what he said? Yo, the money never spent. Yo, there's gangs that kill gangs to take their money. Like, you need to know. It ain't what you think it is. Yo, you don't sleep. You don't trust nobody around you.
No.
Nobody. Right? And then if you go ahead and try some of that stuff, it's over. It's over.
Yeah, it is.
You got to move. You can't go out and spend your money. You can't even spend it. You're going to be done.
Man, that's truth right there, man.
And then it's going to be this. Right?
Right?
Come on, man. Yeah.
Hey, man, that's one thing I said. You know, even while I was out there doing my dirt, man, thinking I was slick, thinking I was fast, I said there's one thing that I'm not going to do. I'm not going to prison. I don't care what it is. I'm not going to prison. I tell my family I'm too cute to go to prison. I ain't going to prison, man. They pass my sweet behind around, man, like you don't know what.
But people need to think about the consequences of doing, because not doing is doing. Not doing is doing.
Right. Hey, my baby just signed on. Hey, Christine, what's up, girl? Yeah, Shane the man.
So let's get your story, though, because, you know, the whole thing of when you were doing the, hey, everyone, I appreciate you being here. Please share and invite this stream. This is you know, we're going to get into his work. You know, I mean, the ice thing blew me away, but your whole story, like some of the stuff you got into, I want to get into some of that stuff, you know, get into your work thing and how all that went down. You know, I mean, that was crazy. So pick out in your story wherever you want to go, but let's get back into your story.
Well, I figured like this, man. When I was decided that life wasn't worth living and stuff, and I decided that I had enough, that's when I made that 360 or that 180 or what do you want to call it. I turned around and came on back, man. And that's when I decided that I wanted to help others, not just young people. Yeah, we harp on the young people, but there's a lot of people that's hurting. There's a lot of people that's still suffering, you know, all ages. It's not just young people, it's all ages.
It's
it's all ages.
Everyone is suffering.
You know?
Yes.
And the thing about it is, you know, we have to help those that want to be helped and help as many, you know, that want to be helped. That's the key, you know, is helping. And so this is what we're trying to do, man, in the ministry that I didn't want. Look, I grew up in a preacher's home. I didn't want to be no preacher, man. I swore up and down I wasn't going to be no preacher. I wanted to be a thug. I wanted to be a playboy. I wanted to be a pimp. You know, I wanted to be all that. Hey, what's up, Rosina? Rosina's in the house. I wanted to do all of that stuff, man. I didn't want to be no preacher, but look at me today. There it is. That's how we met right there. That's how we met at conference. Hey now, boom. But I wanted to change lives, you know, anybody that would want to listen. I wasn't a fabulous star, even though I was in the movie industry for 10 years. You know, I acted, I modeled. Uh-oh, here it comes. There it is. Had a dream. Big Daddy Greg Walker in the house right there. That's him. That's him. He's going to be on our show next month, ladies and gentlemen. He's going to be highlighting our Entrepreneur Month on the Malachi and Christine Show. Yeah, right there. Boom. Y'all need to get that book. Read. Y'all better read. Read something good, wholesome. Put down that People's Magazine and read something wholesome. So, anyway, man, I'm digging this show, man. You just like crazy as I am. Where you going? Wow. That's Shane the Train. Look at that, man. I like that. Oh, I feel like a star, man. I feel like a star. Look at that. Tonight, Malachi Mitchell. Even though it looks back. Hold on. Right.
Yeah, we're going to flip it, though. We got that.
Back, there it is. Oh, yeah. That's what I'm talking about. That's like being on the Johnny Carson show right there. That's crazy. Wow. I like that, man. I like that. Feeling like I'm on the, look at this. I'm on the hey, Mark, what's up, man? Yo, what's up, my other brother from another mother? Like all these stars is coming out tonight. Wow, there it is. Yeah, that's the book right there. Mark Menard. Y'all not knowing you need Mark's book too.
Mark
Yeah, Mark Menard. Yeah, they did. Pow. Yeah. Oh, did we? Wait. Patrick Nelson. He said we meet a couple of years ago. Keep up the good. Yay. All right. Cool. Awesome. Definitely. So a little bit more about what we're doing. While he's doing the highlighting on the show tonight, he's like, man, they was not. Your show was on fire. I like that. See, we kind of got that same little atmosphere, but Christine keeps me, calm and, reserves, and kill, or else I'd be way out there in the atmosphere somewhere in the stratospheres, but we're even out pretty good because she's starting to loosen up now, brother. She's trying to loosen up. But the thing that I say to everybody is this, is it doesn't matter what your piss. What matters is where you're going, what your future is going to be like. We all have terrible pasts. We all have our present even. There are people that are having issues right now in their present. But the thing is, where you want to go in the future, how many people are you going to take with you? Don't go by yourself. It's about you taking others with you. That's what it's about. Taking people with you. That's how you are successful, is how many people can you bring up out of the muck and the mire and that's still in the ghettos, that's still, in the hood. Bring some of them cats out the hood. If they entrepreneurs selling weed, what you think they can do in their own legitimate business? They got powerful minds, powerful thoughts, creative minds. Their own hearts like lions because they're out there on the streets. You know what I'm saying? Love you, Patrick. Right on, man. And changing their mindset and saying, hey, instead of, putting your life on the line, put your life on the line for your family and for yourself and for your future, because we already know what the game plan is for those that are out on the street. Either it's going to be 5 to 10, 10 to 20, or 20 to life. That's your game plan. So you might as well change your game plan, up for something I take life on a successful note, Change that whole mentality, change that whole mindset. That's the thing. So this is what we're trying to do, man. We're trying to change some people's mindset. We're trying to change some people's lives. We know we can't reach everybody. We're not trying to reach everybody. But those that we are reaching, those are the ones we want to change. Because change, man. That's why I love the conference that we went to, the Seasons of Change. That was such a powerful conference. Yeah. The 1% show, right? Percent. Peggy, what's up, Peggy? She's a trooper right there. She's like from Quebec. She's just wow, awesome supporter. Awesome supporter, man. You gotta love those supporters. Yep, the 1% show right there. Choo choo. This is great, man. Your show, man. Blessings to your success on your show. We got to get you on the Malachi and Christine Show, man, and have you bust the bat out and bust some folk up with your bat.
What I tell people is, if you would do yourself this one thing, this one little mind trick, and have your present self today work for your future self.
There you go.
Employ your future self. Say, listen,
there you go.
I'm not employing the yesterday Shane. I'm not even employing the today Shane. I'm employing the baddest dude on the planet. Why? Because these playground, this is my rules. They're your rules.
There you go.
Right? But look, I'm grateful. That's a coffin. You know what that coffin represents, people?
Woo!
See, trip. That's tripping in another dimension, right? There's people that put their bodies. I don't trip like you trip. See, my grateful bucket is giant. People have come around the world to come to my studio. Why? Why do they come here from around the world to a garage? This is a garage. You tell me you can't do it. My wife gave me $50. I'm telling you the truth. The store's not even in business. That is no joke. People said, take it off. I said, no way, man. You're going to see how it really works, homie. You think you need to go rent a space? Homie, you need to grind. You need to stop watching television, right? You need to get your own vision. You want everyone to treat you with care when you don't even treat yourself with care, right? Fragile. Come on, man. Like, stop playing simple mind games and start leveraging your life, right? Why won't you stop chasing what's cool? You know, people laughed at me when I took chalk in a chalkboard. I didn't have no iPad. Sure, I could have bought it. But, yo, I'm a warrior, homie. You give me one bullet and I'll take down a country. Because, listen, out of 100 out there, 10 of you don't want to be there. 80 of you are targets. 9 of you do most of the work. But there's the one out there, homie.
That's it.
See, I make adjustments.
That's right.
I nailed it. What did I nail? I nailed that it's an effing inside job. Because I know I'm Awesomeville. And it's up to you to do one thing. Plant seeds of happiness. That's all.
It.
You know, you're not here to tell people what to do. If all you do is share that, you're going to be good to go. God is going to be like, what? Come on, man. Shut it down. But there's no layaway program. You can't get your Walmart card. You got to stay away from toxic people. See, you're not making adjustments. My biggest breakthrough, I wrote it down. Everything's documented, is that I can do everything. See, I tried all the soda, and then I realized I don't like grape. I don't like orange. Well, yo, you're going to say that dude left on empty. Empty. And just so some of you punks know, you know, I like that. Yo, don't be a crybaby. Don't be a hater, and don't be jealous. Do not, because that's not going to get you anywhere, right? Look, I got the Mercedes. I got the trucks. I got the pool. I got all that. You know, I got an $80,000, $70,000 pool. I'm not here to get in your face and tell you, but right there, that's a saltwater pool, top of the line. Yo, don't even play. I'm just here to show you I'm no joker. I'm not a joke. Listen, not that you have to have your happiness. I got scooters. I got this stuff. My wife got a brand new Mercedes over here. I'm not here to get in your face. I'm here to tell you that I'm the real effing deal. Homies. That's the brand new Benzie. Right there. See how it has temporary tags? That's what happened when you get brand new. But see, people said I couldn't get this. And I get in their face. They said, you can't sell insurance in the ghetto. I said, homie, they like to see the little man win. See, you're chasing the cool. Right? But what's your cool? I make mine. Everything I'm doing, I drive a car because I'm a social media influencer. They said I couldn't do it. You know, they said I shouldn't drive a truck with 22s pimped out. You wasted 80 grand. I said, homie, you're going to save the 80 grand. I'm going to spend it down to nothing, homie. And they know I'm getting some fucking change pot. You know why? Because I'm savage.
There it is, savage.
Right? That's why. You know, I'm not here to do anything. But, yo, if I want to tell people what I am and who I am, I'm cocky. Sure, okay, whatever. But, look, it's a real garage. That's a real garage.
Right.
You say what you want. Guess how much rent I pay? It's part of my mortgage, homie. I'm home here with my wife. I'm not out there doing crack. Right? I don't even have a garage door opener. That's how lazy you are. You don't see no garage door opener here. You know why? Because, hey, we all have things we do, right? You got to figure out how to keep yourself grounded. Guess how I eat humble pie? As I do, I have my daily habits. I have my daily habits. Yo, see, you care what other people think of you. I care what I think of me. And look at me. Yo, I'm a beast. I did 7 miles today, 47 years old. Yo, here's the sad part. I can outwork your kids, and they're younger than me. You're not even in my game. Your kids, I'll outwork them because they learn to be lazy from you.
Okay, come on, tell it.
I'm not here. Wake up, homie. You're not happy with your wife, it's because you're no good. You're not happy with your life, it's because you're not doing any good. You're not happy with your kids, it's because you're not showing them how to be good.
You know what? This is one thing I did. This is a courage on you. Since you said that about, you know, you not being good about your husband and wife, like, you know what? This is what I did before I even started really thinking about asking Christine to marry me. I started praying for my wife before she even was a thought process for me being a wife. Boom, right there. 31 prayers for my future wife. Y'all need to get that. Hello, 31 ways. And there's one that I sent her because I wanted her to pray for her future husband, which was me. It's 31 prayers for my future husband. Boom, right there. We already set it in motion. You speak those things as though they were, right? As though they are. You speak them into existence. You know, they might not be right now, but you speak it so it can be tomorrow, so it can be today. That's what you want it right now. You don't want it yesterday. You want it today for tomorrow. And so that's what I did. I prayed for my future wife, and everything came into play. You want a job? Pray for your future job. You want success? Pray for your future success. This man right here, Shane the Train, he's already moving in motion. He's already showing you what he has. He's already showing what he's doing, what is done. You know what I'm saying? That's proof. People doing all this yak, and don't have nothing to show for it. Doing all this hot balloon sounding like Mickey Mouse, sucking on helium all day. What do you got to prove for it? Nothing. Talking all that smack all day long. What you gonna do? I'm gonna. No, I'm gonna is nothing in the bank. Put something, you know, put your actions where your mouth is. That's where it's at. Put your action where your mouth is. This pie hole right here, talk about that yak, and ain't doing nothing. Not a thing. That's why I used to tell young cats, you know, they used to tell me, yo, man, I want what you got. I want what you got. No, you don't. No, you do not. Because one reason why you don't is because you don't want to give up anything. You don't want to give up your sleep. I tell them this. This is my thing. This might shake some of y'all that say, well, that's the preacher talking. I lie, I cheat, and I steal. Yes, I do. I lie, I cheat, and I steal. I lie awake at night trying to figure out my goals for the future. And whenever I see brothers like Shane, I cheat, you know, some sleep so I can learn what I need to learn for the next day to be successful. So I cheat on sleeping, and I steal all types of good ideas. So when I hear Shane the Train and Greg Walker, I steal all they stuff because it's good stuff. So yeah, I lie, I cheat, and I steal. That's good metaphor right there, brother. You know, lie awake at night so you can think about what's coming next. Think about, somebody call me Will Smith. And I cheat death, man. I cheat sleep. I don't need to sleep. You know what I'm saying? I cheat sleep, man. And then I'm going to steal all the good ideas I can, all the stuff that we learned from the seasons of change. Oh, you better believe I'm cheating all. I was taking all kind of notes. I'm stealing this. I'm stealing that. I'm stealing that and the other. Yeah. Learn how to lie, cheat, and steal, ladies and gentlemen. That's the great way of getting through life. You ain't got to be the negative side of that. You know, you lying your way through life, you know, telling everybody untruth. No. I ain't talking about that. But you lie away at night thinking how you going to work your plan, right? Work your process so to come out right. Yeah, that's right, Rosina, what you just said. You're going to copy the cat, copy the right cat. Oh, go. Copy the right cat. Man, be a carbon copy of what works. You know, what works? My thing is this. Reach one, win one. You know, like Mission Impossible, it's not impossible. We serve a God that is possible. You know, that's the thing. And now you get me all hot and round up, man. Now you getting me round up. The preacher coming out.
We're getting started, Christy. I love you. I mean, look, all I can tell you is my journey and my perception. There's never a right and wrong. But I'm right in telling you what I'm going to tell you, and it's definitely worked because I'm built for the long haul. Listen, I've showed up for almost 530 days in a row. I tell people, look, don't ever come to me and tell me something when, listen, you took off Christmas. You took off for your birthday. You took off for New Year's. You took off for Easter. You took off for Good Friday. Me, nah, didn't take off. It's all documented because documentation means conversation. But at the end of the day, listen, we all need to win. We all need to win. You need to know. Listen, it's easy. It's easy to give up. It's easy to say you've given up, but I'm telling you, we need you. The only way we're going to save the world is we need all hands on deck.
That's right.
Orchestra, many instruments. There's many people to put that on. So what I'm telling you at the end of the day with everything is we need you. And listen, if I can rise from looking out my window and tripping like people were looking at me. I mean, the most embarrassing, saddest days of my life. I shouldn't even be here. But you know what? As much as I did to try to take myself off this planet, he did all he could to make sure I'm here. So I need to honor that.
That's right.
And I need to
never
honor
give up.
You.
That's it. That's right.
Man, I'm so angry and so upset and sad that a school system that our society paid a lot of money, they should have the RICO Act on them. They let me get out of school.
Wow.
I know that that's no good for the soul. I mean, they should be prosecuted. They should say, listen, if someone leaves this school and they end up jail in the first 5 years of jail, you're going to prison.
Right.
And you're going to visit them every weekend until they get taught right again. You know, I mean, like, and they won't ever go to jail. Listen, think about it, man. That's why I'm angry. How can you do that? How was I supposed to know how to do this? You all got paid all this money with all these degrees, and you thought that was the best option? I was a pain in the butt and let me go?
Right.
So I could cry over that.
Yeah.
And it happens to a lot of people if we don't fit in. But yet you tell us when we're little to be ourselves, and then if we don't fit in, you tell us we're wrong. That's a mixed message, people. It's not your fault. But it is your fault if you don't wake up. It is your fault if you don't wake up tonight. Because I just told you it's not your fault.
That's right.
The peasant and the president have 24 hours. What you do with it is up to you. And listen, they can tell you everything about every book, and you can read every book. I've only read one book. I listen to them. I do what it takes. I get knowledge over college. I pay for knowledge over college, and it is my daily habits. That's what makes me look so.
That's right.
You know why? Because it's painful. I went 7 miles today. It was painful. People are like, wow, you think I didn't have something better to do at 3 o'clock in the afternoon than to bake my butt off in the hot sun?
Come on, man.
But know this, I can endure 100-degree temperature in the humid East. Yo, I can endure that. And not only do I endure it, I chase resistance.
There you go.
If I resist, I change what I'm doing.
Okay. Boom. That's real right there.
Freeway. Yet you want to tell people you're making pathway. I'm a beast. But yet you go to barbecues for free lunch. You want the freeway. You go 95 for the freeway. You want to tell people you're a rose and you ain't got no thorns. That don't even make sense.
Right.
You're telling them you're not a skunk, but you stink.
Boom. That's deep right there, man. I like that. Yeah. They it's like people they talk all this smoke and mirrors about other people not doing, other people not successful, and they're not doing a doggone thing themselves. You know? And it's like wasted space. You guys are like wasted clay walking around. Wasted clay. You're like, you made a clay, you like wasted mass of clay. It's just a big waste. Do something. Be something. That sound easy, but it takes effort to be something. It takes effort to do stuff. Right there.
Action, drive.
Drive that stuff. You got to drive it home. People, come on. We on here, we could be doing anything right now. I can be doing anything. Shane can be doing anything. But we take time out of our busy schedule to share from our heart. People say, well, you guys always on there. You guys wasting time. No, we're helping somebody. If it's just one, we've done our job. We've done our job. That's right, gangsta. Changed my life, changed my way of thinking. It's not about me hurting you physically now. I want to hurt you mentally. How can I hurt you mentally? Help you to think straight. Help you to think right. It was easy for me to, go in there. I can go in there right now, take 3 of my guns out and just do whatever I want to do, right? But that's not the thing. I could take 3 books out. Boom. Here, let me get 3 books, 3 Glocks. Here's 3 Glocks right here. Boom. 3 Glocks, 9mm right there. Dave Daly, Mark Menard, Greg Walker. That's my 3 guns right there. Boom. Knowledge is power. Only if you do something with it. You know what I'm saying? It's like knowledge, yeah, it's power, but you got to do something with it. Do something with the knowledge that you get. This man is talking about he has no education. That's bunky. He's got all kind of education. Don't let shame fool you. He's got all kind of knowledge in that marble up there. Don't let shame fool you. I take street knowledge over book knowledge any day. Any day. I'll put a professor up with a street knowledge professor any day. Street knowledge will get you out of some pretty good predicaments. Them eggheads gonna sit around thinking, I'll say, logically, no, that ain't working. You're gonna be dead on the street. Street knowledge. Yeah.
Anybody out there, you need to know that, like you were told, if you didn't have college, that's bullcrap. Like everything you've done has taught you to be amazing because you've made it through it.
Right. Life.
You give yourself credit. Now you need to apply and put all those little pieces that you didn't think matter. Being a waiter, being a landscaper, being in prison, whatever you went through, that trial, someone dying, and you muscle, whatever you're there, you put that together.
Right. That's it, man. Got a purpose in life. What's your purpose in life? Man.
Yeah. And people need to hear your story. Believe it. They do.
That's real.
To hear your story.
That's real. That's real.
I mean,
man,
the stories blew me away.
Man, there's times I walked around like a zombie, brother. Stoned, just out my mind like a zombie. Not knowing what's what and not knowing where is up, what's up. But you know, today I'm in my right mind. Today I can think clear. Today I can talk with some kind of sense. At least a little bit anyway. Little sense. And the thing is now changing others' lives, you know, reaching those brothers that's in prison when they come out, you know, so they don't go back. You know, my nephew, you know, he's a CO and he tells all these things about guys. They purposely jack somebody up. For instance, there was a guy getting ready to get out. And because he had been in there for so long, he was afraid to get out. So what did he do? He assaulted my nephew, right? Just so he can stay in there. You know, he didn't do much, but, you know, you put your hands on an officer, that's assault, regardless, you know. And they was asking him, well, why did you do that? He says, I don't want to get out. I've been in here so long. This is all I know. You know, what am I going to get out? What am I going to do? I don't know anything. This is all I know is prison. All my life I've been here, right? And I was like, that just breaks your heart when you hear that. You know, it's like they are so engulfed in the world system and society system that they don't know anything else.
And for that hopelessness, that's what's crazy, right? Because there's going to be a change. Because we spent 50, 60, 80,000, anywhere between 40 and 80 grand for each one of those prisoners to spend 1 year in whatever prison they're in.
Right.
And you have a team of people that care about them, that want to change them, that want to change their environment. Yo, what if you changed the way it looked and you had people there that they could relate to, that could teach them how to go out there and do, and they had choices where they could pick an MLM, they could pick this, and their facility was still confined. It was different. It was brought of a progression state.
Right.
I mean, it has to happen.
It's all a part of the mindset of those that are in government. They're already getting their money. They're getting paid. They don't care.
And I tell people the best way to put government out of business is not be anti-government.
There you go. Right.
Build up all these things that don't take government money, because the money is cleaner when it doesn't come from the government. And then if you need them, then they can't get bigger because there's no need for them. So they have to downsize. Imagine them saying, we're downsizing. Like, that's victory. Like, if you can make business go out, why can't you downsize them?
Right. Exactly. They don't want to.
You have people that help out but take government money and think they're making money, and they're costing themselves because they got a rate job at $85 an hour when it was really $30 for the job. and they think
right.
So at the end of the day, there's a very few top companies in everyone's town that does the construction, right? Because they figured out how to bid on all the jobs the little man's done, even though they were little. Like, that kind of not right. There's one trash company in our town. What the heck? There's one cable company. That stuff has to stop. That doesn't do that. You know, that's not the secret to get rich. Is to not have competition.
Right.
You know. So but we can go on. I want to talk about your story though. What makes you amazing? And if you don't want to talk about it, you have to talk about it. You talk about whatever you want to talk about, but I want to get on you and what you're all about, because that's
what makes me amazing. What makes me amazing is that God gave me a second chance. And he allowed me to share the lifestyle that I once thought I had, you know, the money. You know, I made a lot of money and I lost a lot of money. I used to tell him, I said, you know what? I've lost so much money in one instant that I could have put a child through college. It was just all the frivolous lifestyle that I lived, you know. But now it's about taking that I lost and giving it to those that can be found, you know. Just staying positive now. I was hateful, man. I was hateful. I didn't like people. I kind of, you know, now I'm trying to get used to people. You know, I'm like staying by myself. But Christine is bringing me out into the public eye, man, because I was the monk, man. I was like staying home. I'm not trying to, because I didn't know who out there knew me, you know, from my past. You know, I didn't want somebody sneaking up on me and say, hey, man, I remember you. No, you don't remember me. No, that's not me, you know. So I stayed under the radar, you know, a lot. Just stayed under the radar. But now that she's in my life, man, I'm coming out. It's like a whole new day. You know, she's talking about springtime. I've sprung, brother. I'm sprung, man. I'm out there. Hey, it's a new day. You know, the sun is shining. The birds are tweeping. Tweet, 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 tweet. And life is good. Life is good. And so as I began to change my mindset, that's the thing. Monk. Yeah, I was a monk. She said, a monk? Yeah, I was a monk. I stayed in the house, didn't do nothing, didn't go nowhere, didn't want to do nothing. I wanted to hide, you know, because I didn't want to hurt nobody, you know. And the thing about it, here's what I learned. I had went to a funeral on my dad's side. And I always wondered how come I had these types of these mannerism and characteristics, you know, wanting to hurt people. Well, we went to this funeral. I think it was my dad's cousin, and all these big black stretch limos drove up, man, in front of the church. And this was in a small country town up north. And I was asking my dad, I'm like, that's not hearses and stuff like that from a funeral. Who are those cats right there? He said, those are your cousins. I said, dang, what do they do? You know, because they was rolling deep, man. He said, that's the mafia side of the family. I was like, what? You don't say, you know, from Las Vegas, man. I didn't even know. We had black mafia in the family, man. I was tripping. I said, oh, I see why I had those tendencies, you know. Them little tendencies of, anyway, that's a whole different thing right there. But it's like the life I could have lived, the life I could have stayed in, the path that I was going down, if it wasn't the prayers of my mom, my dad praying for me, man, I would be out there right now, be out there hurting somebody, or I might be behind bars because of that lifestyle that I was perpetrating, you know, trying to live, trying to be something that I wasn't. And I always tell people, if you was born in a Christian house, you're a misfit to the world society. You don't fit. You know, you were born in a Christian home. How you gonna go out on the streets and say I'm hood? No, you ain't hood. You born in a Christian home. You're a misfit to the streets, and the streets know you a misfit. So what the street gonna do? The street's gonna show you for who you really are. A fake punk. That's all. Fake punk. You trying to be hard. You're not hard. You don't even know what hard is. Trying to be all hard. No. You don't know what hard is.
What's up?
Beck. Yeah.
Yeah,
So it's now changing my life, man, for the better. So they look back at my story and say, you know what? Pops did this and Pops did that, but Pops turned his life around. Pops started businesses. Pops went to school, got his degrees. Pop started helping other people get their degrees. Pop started helping people get off the street, get out of the gangs, get out of the drugs, get out of the alcohol. You know, gave him a house, gave him a car. I want to be able to bless somebody with a car a month, man. That's what I want to do. I want to bless somebody with a car a month. I want to be able to bless somebody with a house a month. That's where I want to go right there. That's positive right there. Change. Put your money where your mouth is. You know, help change society. Don't talk about it. Be about it. And that's the thing, man. Just be about it. Y'all doing all that talk, just be about it. Like you say, you don't want to talk much. It's hard talking about me, man. It's really hard. You want my story? It's hard talking about me because I want to help so many people, you know? But they need to know where you came from, how you got your start. People say, how, like the young brother that asked me, you know, how do you go from where you were to the point to where you're now down on your knee asking this beautiful woman to marry you? It wasn't easy, partner. Wasn't easy. I had to go through a lot of shamrock. I had to go through a lot of shamrock to get there, man. You know, the heartaches, the pain, the loneliness, the depression, the prescription drugs, man, being strung out on prescription drugs. You know, and the reason why I was on prescription drug was because of all the injuries that I've had, you know, sports injuries, auto accidents and things like that, you know, all the surgeries I went through. And then they started, you know, doctors, they going to get paid by however many pills they give you. And so they was like, yeah, you got a pain? Let me write you a prescription. I'm like, yeah, I go in just making up pain. Yeah, I got this pain right here, doc. You know, let me write you a prescription for that. Great. Can you make, you know, refills, you know, unlimited? And so I got hooked on prescription drugs, man. And it was like, dang, it was easy. People don't know how easy it is. Go in with a hurt and see how easy it is to get a prescription. They should make it hard to get prescription nowadays so people don't get hooked on all that stuff. Legal drugs, that's all it is. People ain't getting the illegal stuff because now they can get it legally from their own doctor. I got this pain, doc, you know, what can you give me? It give you some Vicodin, some Percocet.
Cheyenne,
you know?
What's up,
give
beautiful?
Give you anything you want. And that's what I did, man. I got it, misused it, and was on a downward spiral. I was out of the world, man. I was gone, checking out. But thank God he turned me around, man. I'm a living witness that God can change your life if you want to change. A lot of people don't want to change.
Well,
they want to stay.
Though, you got to want to change, then you have to take action behind that.
That's it. That's it. That's it, brother. I don't know what else to tell you, man.
Well, so how'd you meet your bride?
You know what? We laughed today because we call it, I was a stalker, man. I saw her on Facebook. You know, we were in business together some years ago in the legal industry. We came in the same business, and I was on my way out transitioning from the legal industry, and she was on her way in blowing it up, man. She was a superstar in the making. I was a superstar on my way out, and I used to see her in the business realm. And so time had passed, man. I started getting in all these raggedy relationships and stuff, and I said, you know what, I'm tired of all these raggedy relationships. It's time for me to change my life, even on the relationship side. I started praying. I started asking God, you know what, I need some help in this. I need some help. I'm tired of all these crazy women that I'm getting involved in. I need somebody that's going to be positive in my life. I need somebody that's going to help me in my life, and somebody that's going to love me for me. Didn't care about where I came from, you know, that is going to love me for who I am and where I'm going and where I'm trying to go. And so I saw her on Facebook, man. I started sending little notes, you know, and she was on Instagram, and I was sending her little notes and stuff, you know, and she'd be like, you know, playing hard to get and stuff, man, ignoring me, you know, hey, how you doing? Keeping it real dry on her brother, keeping it real dry. I was like, oh, she's like hard. Maybe she ain't interested, because I was definitely interested. And on a spiritual tip, you know, as far as me, and when I said I was praying for my wife, I was really praying for my wife. And when I met Christine, and when we met for the very first time, we were at a bonfire. Her daughter was turning 15, man, and she saw on my Facebook a bonfire that I did for my grandchildren and my daughter, youngest daughter, and she hit me up, man. She said, "Hey, I'm thinking about coming down to San Diego," because she's up in the Temecula Valley area. I said, "Bringing my daughters down for a bonfire. Is there any good places that we could go to get a bonfire?" You know, so I was like, "What? Say the word. I got what you need." I had just got a bunch of wood, man, stacked it in the backyard. I said, "Not a problem. I got some wood. I'll even go find a spot for you," and all the rest of that. Man, like August, it was like 110 degrees outside. And when I went to the bay, there was no fire pit available, none. So what I did, I brought my shovel with me, man. I went out there and did it old man style. I went out there and dug a pit. That's right. In that hot sun, I was out there digging, and people was looking at me like, "This cat is crazy." But once I got that pit dug, they was like, "Oh, that's a good idea. We should have did the same thing." Man, when she came, brother, I'm going to tell you, it was like love in the atmosphere. It was like love. I don't know if it's love at first sight, but it was love as far as physical sight, seeing each other. For me, I was done, brother. It was a wrap for me. She wasn't yet convinced, man. She wasn't quite convinced, but after she got to talking with me, man, we was chopping it up outside. The fireworks was going off. You know, no, actually, they were real fireworks, not our fireworks, but they were real fireworks at the bay. Fireworks was going off, man, and she said, she had told me later on that she could not look in my eyes, because if she looked in my eyes, she knew that she would have been done. Well, before the night was over, guess what, partner? She was looking at my eyes, and it was a wrap for her. That was it. Cupid had shot her with the arrow. Said, boom! Damn, that's right, baby. And so we had started talking, you know, building a friendship. That's all I wanted, man, was just a friendship. I didn't want nothing else. I wouldn't, you know, even though I was looking for somebody to start a relationship with, I just needed a friend, somebody I could trust, somebody I can talk to, somebody I can be myself and be real with, you know, and just be me. And she just happened to be that one that I can be myself with. And I appreciate her allowing me to be me and not judging me for my past and where I came from and what I used to do. You know, she would always say, you know, "Let me know what you did. Y'all really don't care. You know, everybody has a past." And I was able to share my heart with her, and man, it just went from there. And we just that friendship began to build more and more, and we fell in love, man. And I knew she was the one. I knew she was the one. You know, even before we was really talking, I knew deep down in my heart that she was the one that God had prepared me for, right? He had to prepare my heart for her to come along at the right time. And when he did, man, I was ready. And I said, "God, you got to make her ready. You got to let her know that this is real. This is the real deal. You know, I am who I am, and that's all that I am." As Popeye said, that's all I am, man. And so we just started that friendship. We started building on that. And here's the thing. We were talking about goals and futuristic stuff, man. She said that she wanted to read me something. It was her 5-year goals that she wrote in 2011. And that's when we connected, was 2011 after that. And that's when we became friends on Facebook. And so here it is, 2015, man, 2016. Yeah, 2016. She goes, "I want to read you something." I said, "All right, you know, yeah, I'm sure." She read her 5-year plan on what she wanted in a man, how he looked, as far as the house and everything. I mean, everything, Shane. I mean, she had it down because she's very descriptive in her business plan. It was just like she was reading my resume. That's how on point she was in saying the type of man that she wanted, from my height to how I looked, how I sounded, even the color of my skin, man. I mean, everything. Far as the way I treat her, she read it to me again just the other day, and I said, "Doggone!" It was just like, you know, God knew. God knew. He had already prepared it. He already planned it, and he already provided for it, man. And I was just blown away just hearing it again. You know, I said, "Dog, you even said how I sounded. Yeah, I wrote down how I wanted him to sound, and he was going to be nice to me and my children, love me and my children, treat me like a queen. Dude, I do all of that. I was doing all of that before she even read me all of it, you know, on her list. And so I was like, hey, that was it, man. And so when I decided that it was time to bust that nugget out, man, at the conference, man, I was nervous, but Rosina said, we're going to help you with this, man. We're going to help you with at the end of the conference. This is what we're going to do. We're going to have a candle ceremony, and there's going to be a fake ceremony, right? And so she brought up a couple of people to do a lighting of candles, and she said, when it comes to you, it's your thing, man. Do your thing. And that's what I did, man. Busted it out there and asked her to marry me.
How awesome. That's awesome. Well, you know, that experience was awesome. You know, I mean, you talk about faith. You have to step in and God will step up.
That's it. That's it. Or step out so he can step in. You know, that's the thing. We got to get ourselves out the way in order for God to come in and be himself. It's like when people are sick in the hospital and the doctor say, hey, I've done all I can do. Once the doctor get out, then God can come in and do what he do. You know, change that situation around. But it's our faith, you know, what we believe. Either you're going to believe or you're not going to believe.
What's up, Listen, everyone is awesome. I'm just a testament, right? Because I was built for this.
Right.
I tell people, you know, before social media, I can show you all my stuff. It was up in the closet from when I was 14, 15, 16. I have documented, and I have everything from the 80s, everything I've been speaking since the 1989.
Right.
And it's all documented. I mean, I've been chain training since, look, I'm going to show you all the first chain train because I'm not, like, what you see is what you see now. But what you see now is, let me see if I can find this because it's important. People have to understand things take time to make things happen. And it doesn't happen overnight. I read my affirmations. Today I will win. Why? I'll tell you why. Because I have faith, courage, and enthusiasm. I mean, your self-talk is who you are, man.
That's it.
You know, and everybody wants to win tomorrow. Everybody wants to cut the shortcut. But listen, the cut is what you need. You need to get cut. You need to figure out that you'll survive. What doesn't kill you makes you stronger. People don't say these things because they sound good. People don't say these things because they want to disappoint you. They just want you to understand that there's no easy path. No one got here free. No one's getting here at the end. Listen, the guarantee is at the end of the day, you're going to die. And you're either going to fight for your dreams. One day you might be fighting for your life. And let me tell you something. You might be laying and saying, I remember Shane telling me I should have been fighting I should have been fighting for my dreams. Listen, you're disciplined and you're not disciplined. This is crazy. Listen to this. I'm the metaphor man. I'll smash your face. Yo, I will take your grandpa and ring his head. Right? But listen, did you hear what I just said? You're disciplined, but you're not disciplined. Let me tell you what I mean by that. See, if you're late to work by 5 minutes, you get treated like a little child.
Right.
Yo, you allow people to treat you like a child. Yo, you allow people. I'm just telling you, right? But that's your choice for not working. Someone else is working you. It's crazy, right? I kick my own ass. You're not going to kick. Yo, you're not kicking my ass. Yo, I believe me. No one's kicking my ass. You can shoot me in the head or the heart, but other than that, yo, I kick my ass every day. But see, your ass gets kicked every day, right? You're building someone else's dream and you're working so hard, and they put a carrot there. And here's the part that carrot could leave tomorrow.
Right.
I'm going to show you one of the first king trains. Okay. This is 1990, the king of document. What does that say, homies? Read that. SFD, Shane Farley to Gary.
1987? 97.
Now, look. So I put all this stuff on paper. I would have to cut it out and get it all in the photocopier. Right? All these sayings. So this has been in my brain you can count the years. I don't bother looking at the scoreboard. But this ain't my first rodeo, homies. I've been documenting everything. Yo, forever in my life. Attitude. I mean, look, I've been training I can show you the training I've been doing for years. Listen, everything. I got it all. I got everything. My ex-wife that died, I have the notes that she would write me. Right? Listen, I'm going to play you something. Because I feel like smacking you on the face, right? You need to know that I'm hard. But, yo, I do everything on the highest level. And listen, I expose you to a lot, but I'm tired of people acting like they're the only victims out there. You're a victim because you choose to be a victim. But you're not the only one that has to deal with shit. And that's what I'm going to tell you right now. Okay? Because I have 4 kids. My marriage was put together by God, my second marriage. But, you know, my ex-wife died of cancer. And my daughters saw their mom take her last breath. And if you don't know anything about death rattle, don't act like, right? Because we all have it. I'm not here to ask you to feel sorry for me, but I am here to smack you in the face because you probably need it because you act like you're so poor you. I'm gonna tell you not poor you. So hold on.
Hi, this is
Hold on.
Gary with.
I'm gonna show you something. I just want you to hold on. This is my ex-wife.
Sunday, 5:02 p.m. Friday, 5:11 p.m.
Hey, it's me, girls. Call them, see what's up. Give me a call, okay? Love you. Bye.
No, I'm not going to play them all. But so I save this stuff because the only thing they didn't have videos. I took voice recordings before they got erased off of my voice machine.
Right.
So look, you want me to smack you? Yo, people all come up and they're like, who's this guy? And I'm like, who the fuck are you to tell me you're this fucking righteous motherfucker and you want to know who the fuck I am? Like, I'm not right? Like, you really want to come at me like that? You just told everybody you're this Christian, you're this and that, and then you're like, who's this guy that's all over the top? You're under the ground, homie. Yo, you need some of my energy. Yo, look up enthusiasm at the Greek level and see where it comes from. See where enthusiasm comes.
Right.
I'm a warrior for God. I'm not here to be your bitch. Yo, I was at a pulpit at a church and they said, who's this guy? What are you doing up there? Where'd you go to seminary? And I said, sweetheart. I didn't
tell him.
Okay?
Boom.
But let me tell you something. I'm one of the 2 fish with leftovers.
Woo! Boom.
I need to reach. I'm depressed every day. I feel anxiety. I feel anger. I feel depression. I feel like I'm not enough. I don't need anyone telling me I suck. I feel that way every day. Why do I read and be around this environment? So I can keep telling my subconscious mind that I am great. I am good. Right. So look, I'm a warrior in my own ring. Look, I don't need you to jump in my ring. If you want to bring me a water bottle, bring me a towel like Mark. But otherwise, yo, you don't need you throw popcorn at me in my ring. I'm hopping out the arena. I'm smacking your face. Yo, believe it.
I know that's right,
So
man.
No, listen. I show the love that I wanted. That's what I show. I'm hurt. I'm angry like you. I'm depressed like you. I feel like I didn't get a good shot. You're right about everything. Listen, and here's the part that sucks. You're right about everything you say. You are right. But at the end of the day, it'll never help you rise unless you make a shield and you say, yo, let me help you through that mud. I put chains on. There's a bridge up the road. Let me go hunt and get you a quick meal. You're going to make it. Rest for a few minutes. Don't build your house. Sleep in my tent. Let's go tomorrow. I'll help you climb.
Right.
That's what you need to do out there. And there's no right or wrong. Find your vibe that you're in a tribe with. But don't clobber anyone else's. You can't get to the top by hurting other people. You can get there any way you want, but you can't keep anyone else. That's the law of attraction. That's the universe. Yo, you can even cut in line as long as you don't keep anyone else from getting there.
Ooh. Man. Preach it, man. Preach it.
So,
see, that's what people need to hear. People need to hear the truth. People don't want to. They want to hear the truth, but they really don't want to hear the truth. You know, they say they want to hear what's right, but they really don't want to hear what's right, because when they start hearing what's right, it's all wrong to them because their mindset is all screwed up. Their mindset is all wrong. So don't like tell me, hey, it's all good, baby. No, it ain't all good. People need to stop all that. It ain't all good. Like we living in this fairy tale, right? Like, come on. You don't see no fairies running around with dust and stuff.
How can it be good if everyone around you is going to die? No, for real. For real. And you know what? Half the people that go to your funeral don't even go for you. Isn't that crazy? They go for themselves because they're worried about other people going to like them. That's a fact.
Yeah. Or they're going for the food.
If someone loves you, they should be hanging with you. Yo, don't trip and say blood's thicker than water. Yo, listen to this one the Shane Train came up with. Love's thicker than water.
Right.
Blood is not, homie. Bull crap. Bull crap. Love is thicker than water. And what's love?
What up, Victor?
Come on.
Yeah. That's real, man. That's real talk. That's real talk, man. And that's the thing. If you got a true friend that will love you, that's better than a brother. Come on, man. Ride or die.
Who does your brother see you as? The little kid, right? That sucks. That can't do it. That couldn't swing the bat. That struck out. Yo, it's the truth.
The little punk.
People that meet you today do much more than people that met you in school, in college, and whatever, because they'll only see you where you were at that point in your story.
Yeah. What's a true friend nowadays? Victor said, what is a true friend? You know, a true friend is going to be there no matter what. No matter what, that friend says, I'm with you. Not those friends that I had when I was up in the street, you know, doing my dirt and say, yeah, man, I'm with you, homie. And then all of a sudden, when it was time to go, they was gone, man. They was out. They was nowhere around. I say, oh, you really had my back, huh? No, you didn't have my back. That's not a true friend. True friend got your back no matter. They say they'll take a bullet for you. Come on. Really? Seriously?
Yeah.
You take a bullet for me? Really? Let's put that to action. Let's go back to the hood.
I need to ride to the airport. Oh, man. Dude. Man. If it was yesterday, I could have done it. If it was tomorrow, I could do it. But today?
Right.
Today, bro, I can't do it
Yeah.
today. Any other day.
I
was joking, bro. I was joking. It is tomorrow.
Yeah, for real, man. I'm telling you. I just got a note from Christine that she get ready to go to bed.
Oh, well, go do your thing, man. Go do your thing.
I need to call her.
You know.
Hey, brother, I just want to say, man, I appreciate you, man. I love you from the heart. You know, we just developing a wonderful friendship, man. I'm tickled pink to be on your show tonight, man. I'm telling you, we definitely gonna return the favor, brother. Love you from the depths of my heart, man. I feel you. I pray for you, man. I wish you nothing but the best. Bring on the haters, man, because, you know, they motivate us. Bring on the haters.
They're hurting.
Yeah.
And so they don't exist. When you exist, they can't exist.
Right.
Go. I'm going to keep going. We're going to let Malachi.
Yes, sir. Keep it rolling.
Tell Christine, love you all.
All the Shane Train people out there. Hey, peace from Malachi. Love you. All right, brother.
Bent but not broken. Positivity Chronicles. The Malachi and Christine Show. How do they find you? Oh, put your stuff after you do talking to me. Go on this and put your stuff in the links in the feed when you're done.
Will do, man.
Oh, sorry. Bam. So what's up? Tony Corbett, what up? Hey, anybody want to have a pop-on guest? Anybody, put a 5 if you like to. Yes. Put a 5 if you'd like to pop on the Shake. Woo-hoo! We want to thank Malachi. What a great group. I'm not going anywhere yet, so I'm still on here. If you want to pop on, throw you a 5 up at, yo, come on, Victor. Come on, feel the noise. Come on, rock. Let's roll. Let's rock and roll. Come on, Victor. Now you hit the invite button. You got to turn your phone landscape and hit accept. It got to be bam, bam, and then accept. And you're in. Come on, Victor. If you wanna hop on the show, I hit an invite to you, bro. You should be able to accept it. Come on. I'm gonna send you another invite. I just sent you one, Victor. If you'd like to hop on the show, pop a 5 up. I just sent you the invite. Please share and invite this. What's up, man?
What up?
What's up, my
What
brother?
up, T?
How you doing, man?
I'm doing good. How you doing? Let me go somewhere where it's quiet real quick.
Nice. Victor is my dude. He's awesome, man. You know, he's an action taker. I'm going to let him tell you. But we met up on the West Coast. I'm an East Coast boy. I got to tell you, I'm straight East Coast. Straight.
Hey, I love y'all East Coast. I love Chicago. Much love to y'all. Much love to all the East Coast people. I'm telling y'all. You know how to do it.
So let's talk about.
Here, let me go into my office real quick.
Do your thing. This guy's man. He's got that 1% work ethic, man. Nothing but love for him. So how did we meet, and when did we meet on social media, and then when did we meet in the physical?
We met at a place called Broken Conference. Let me plug in my phone real quick. It was an awesome conference. I enjoyed it, and that I got much love, or a lot out of it. I got a lot of it. Can y'all see me?
Yep, we can see you, bro.
Can you hear me? Cool.
Yeah, we can hear you.
So yeah, I got a lot out of it. It was a life-changing. How did I find you? On Facebook. Found you on Twitter. Found you on Periscope. If y'all don't know who Shane is, you don't know. I mean, literally, y'all are missing a lot. You're missing the train. I mean, you don't want to be the caboose. You want to be in the train.
Much love for you. So you guys, like, let's tell where'd you live? You went to Lightspeed, and then you went to the thing. Like, how'd all that happen?
Oh, dude. So I went out to Vegas to have some fun, and I met our boy Ken Walls, and he's a really super cool, down-to-earth dude. And he just hit home for me because I was going through some stuff in my personal life, and he pretty much hit home. And then went out, met our friend Greg Walker, who has the #1 best-selling book halfway across the nation. I'm gonna tell y'all, if you don't have his book, Dream Big, go cop that at the Barnes & Nobles in Rancho Cucamonga for all my Rancho Cucamonga family out there. And take a picture with it, too. Y'all got to take a picture with it. But then was invited to an event to go speak to a guy about doing audio and visual stuff, and we got to show what we do, and they loved it. And meeting up with you, Shane, man, you just you full of energy, bro. Full of energy.
Do I keep going? I'm crazy, aren't I? I'm definitely a wild dude, huh?
Man, I should have brought the chill pills, but then I left them at my house, but that's all good. You know, excited people, I learned something about people that are excited. They're full of energy. You can't stop them. They're unstoppable. And something that I learned that week is we got to get on fire with our business. You know, we got to get on fire with our businesses, because nobody, if we're not excited, people are going to look at us and they're going to be like, why should I do business with him? He's not even excited about what he does. So, that's what I like about you, Shane. You excited. You excited about everything, bro. I love it.
Yeah, no sleep. Yo, we were up late, up early, huh?
Yeah, sleep is for broke people. I'm gonna tell you that right now. Sleep is for broke people. I'm still doing the early morning thing, you know, because early bird gets the worm. But you know, you may get up at 8, 9 o'clock. That's fine with me. I'm already up at 6. I'm already up at 5. I'm still up by the time y'all are going to sleep.
And how much did we do? How much information was just sitting around in the lobby?
Oh man, there was tons. Like even after the first night's event, or the first night, everybody just gathered in the lobby and was just talking, sharing information, and it was just a lot. I enjoyed it. I enjoyed being around that atmosphere. I love doing stuff like that, and you know, hearing people's stories. You know, it makes you think, okay, my story isn't that bad, but yet everybody's got a story to tell. Everybody's got a story to share with other people, because the information you get from someone's story may help you, you know? So I enjoyed it.
Tell everyone your company and what you do.
So my company is Little Saint Productions. What we do is we go out and we do DJ work. We provide audio visual work, where we're out there providing projector screens, projectors, and I'm trying to get so if y'all look up Little Saint Productions, Google it, we are the first 300 pages. I don't know how that happened. But we provide sound. I'm actually implementing a new thing called Business Solutions, where we're helping people who are wanting to open up their own businesses, get out there better, promote their stuff better and everything. And we create websites. I mean, I'm a motivational speaker as well, and it's awesome. I mean, with what we do, I wonder, you know, is it enough, or do we need to put more into it, you know?
And it's a process, man. You do what you love, because that's the only thing you're going to be willing to do when you get tired. And you got to work through time. So it has to be what you love. Not that you love everything, but you love most everything that you do. You love the end result, you love what you create. And it's got to be willing to keep grinding and grinding. So look, man, I appreciate it. We're going to bring on a couple other people. You're awesome. And who do you work with?
I have me and one other partner. It's just 2 people, a 2-partner team.
Who's your partner? Who's your partner?
D? Is she even? I don't think she's on here right now.
No, she's probably tucked in sleeping.
Probably. That's okay. I'm not doing my thing.
Yeah, you're awesome. He's awesome. You guys are both awesome. I love you. You're awesome. So I appreciate your time, brother. God bless you. Thank you.
All right, brother.
We'll get you on the show sometime and do a full episode.
Cool.
All right, later, brother. God bless you. Tony, come on. You said you want to get on. Where's Tony Corbett? Come on, Tony. Nice. What do you mean? You're off now, Tony? I go to invite you. I tell you to hang in there. Come on, man. Oh, Tony. You're supposed to be... Who wants to come on? Drop a 5. Drop a 5. If you'd like to come on as a guest, a pop-in guest, drop a 5. If you'd like to be a pop-on guest, drop a 5. So if y'all have any questions, fire away. Oh, it's 12 o'clock already on the East Coast. Crazy. Boom. So let me see if there's any. Oh, Dave. All right, hold on, Dave. Let's pop you in here, brother. Boom. You got to turn your phone landscape and hit accept, and you're in, bro.
What's up, Train?
What's up, brother?
What's up, dude?
How are you today?
It was a good day today, man. Good day today.
Tell everybody what you do. How'd you find the Shane train?
I'm a teaching professional. I teach tennis. I met Shane through Peter Botros, The Shine. I'm sharing right now, sharing and inviting.
There's the shine. Bam.
And yeah, so that's what I do, man. I just grind.
So let's talk about. You talk about whatever you want to do. So you're from New York. So you met Terrence when we did the episode where we hit the road and came out and went to.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's why. I mean, that's when I officially met both of you guys. So I saw you grinding down at People's Bank. So
I ran down there.
Yeah. Yeah, when you were down there in them little shorty shorts.
Yeah. Well, I don't have time to play out or go to the beach, so I run. The sun feels so good on my body, and it feels awesome. And I'm 47, so I'm like, I love myself. I love myself.
Hey, man.
Work hard to love myself. People understand, you know. But anyway, so you saw me down there. That was epic. And then we met down at Sheets. So you go ahead and take the mic. So what is it? How do you know Peter? And
I've known Peter for probably about 15 years now. Used to play basketball with him back in high school, in college. We've been pretty tight ever since I think my freshman year in high school. He graduated 2 years before me. But yeah, he's been pretty much one of my closest friends for the majority of my life. I knew Peter before he played the piano. So it's just been a long journey together. But anyhow, yeah, so I started playing tennis, I guess, in 2008, year after I graduated high school. And like you always preach on here, you want to be the best at something, you got to grind, and you got to grind day in and day out. So I never took a tennis lesson in my life. I taught myself how to play tennis. And I've become pretty good in this area. One of the best in this area, really, for what we have in York County. All through YouTube, man. I taught myself on YouTube.
Wow.
So yeah, we played national tournaments and things like that out in California and stuff like that. So it's good times. It's good times, and you just got to keep going. Got to keep going every day. Couple years ago, I was diagnosed with end-stage kidney failure, which kind of, ripped away a lot of the things that I was doing, a lot of things that I was used to. Let's see, a little bit about me. I was married. When I got sick, my wife kind of left me. But I always say that, or one of the things I say is that my faith has gotten really strong over the past couple years. God's never late. He's always on time. He'll take people out of your life and put people in your life when it means the most. So, the people that leave, they weren't meant to stay for very long. So,
amen.
But yeah, so I actually got to the point where I was on dialysis and not able to play tennis anymore. I wasn't even able to teach. So for the past, I got my transplant in April of this year.
Wow.
And yeah.
Wow.
I had foot drop in both feet. And I still have foot drop in both feet, but like I said, I'm a tennis pro and I don't like to settle for mediocre. I always do things big. So taught myself how to walk with severe neuropathy in both feet. And if for those of you that don't know, foot drop is when your feet just hang and you can't move your toes, you can't lift your feet. So basically walking, you got to like kind of march, flop your foot down, and one wrong move, you're going to fall. And I've fallen a few times, but like I said, I taught myself how to walk without any help. You know, I always ask the doctors, hey, what's up with some braces? Oh, well, you know, we got to work on a long-term plan. Well, okay, I understand that, but I'm about this short-term life. You know what I mean? Like after my kidney transplant, I have my doctors telling me, hey, man, we need you up walking around. Okay, well, I can't do that. You know what I mean? I could have sat here in bed and I could have been like, yeah, I can't do that. But nah, I went out, I got a walker, and I started walking, man. And if I would have been one of those like weak-minded people to just lay in bed and say, no, that's too hard, I can't do it. Well, guess what? You can do anything you set your mind to, man.
Terrence, do you remember Dave? Dave was at Sheets with Peter. Terrence.
He better remember me.
Yeah. At the Sheets when you got all that food, and then I took you the other sheets, you were like, this ain't it. Where you all got the fried food with Adam. When Adam came out with his fiance, with Laura.
And his her brand new BMW.
What's that? Yeah, and his brand new
and her
BMW.
brand new BMW. Yeah. But yeah, so what's that?
So you went and got a walker?
Yeah, what's up, Joe? Yeah, I went and got a walker, taught myself how to walk. Eventually I took it upon myself because the doctors just weren't doing a whole lot of moving forward. You know, you got to be your own advocate. So I got a hold of the people I needed to get a hold of to get braces for my legs. And so I got the braces on my legs. I know, Shane, you saw them at the at Sheets. Without those braces, I'd still be walking either with a cane or a walker. Now I could walk with no assistance.
Wow.
So I took it upon myself. I mean, even when I was with a walker without the braces, I went out and I just, you know, tennis is my passion. It's what I love to do. It's what I do for a living. And so I went out and I held on to my walker and I swung the tennis racket. Why? Because they said I couldn't. So I did it. And then after that, when I got my braces, they're like, yeah, well, you know, take it easy. You're not supposed to run. You're not supposed to do that. You know, this is just a temporary thing. Well, guess what? I went out and I started playing tennis again because I can. And again, like I said, if you want to sit there and cry and pout and say, oh, poor me, guess what? Yeah, so poor you. All right, sit there and cry like a little bitch.
Boom.
Or get up and do something about it. You know what I mean? Like, you can't sit there waiting for everyone to wait on you hand and foot. You know, the worst thing in life is, you know, I've always been independent. I've worked, made money for myself since I was real young. Never counted on mommy or daddy. I didn't have a silver spoon like Adam. So, you know, I had to do everything I had to do. So the worst thing in life is when, you know, you have nowhere else to go and you have to ask for help.
Yeah.
You know, and yeah, I was laid up in bed for 2 months, but guess what? You know, I worked hard, I saved money, and for a year and a half, I lived without any income because I could, you know. And now I'm on my grind again. You know, I got 3 lessons lined up for tomorrow. You know, I posted videos on social media, and people saw me out there on the courts, and they're like, hey, when can I get a lesson? When can I get a lesson? So.
Bam. So you got to get out there.
Yeah, I just met somebody I went to that fundraiser over there on Roosevelt tonight for Hudson. Did you see anything about that on social media?
No.
Hudson's a little boy with a rare form of cancer, and Dairy Queen out there on Roosevelt, they were doing 100% of the proceeds went to his family. They raised $17,000. Their goal was $8,000.
Wow.
You know, that's just something. That's just a little something, you know, you can see, you know, when a community comes together for a cause greater than what, you know, benefits themselves, a lot can happen. And unfortunately, York County, they just don't do that enough. They don't do that enough.
But we're starting.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
It's in the works.
The movement has started.
Yeah, that's
absolutely
100%.
So, I mean, it's really cool. His brother works at that Dairy Queen too, so he got to see the business throughout the day. I mean, that's from 10 a.m. to 10 p.m. tonight. They did 100% of the proceeds.
Wow.
So, yeah. So I really would highly recommend. I mean, if I don't eat Dairy Queen, I don't really eat a whole lot of ice cream.
Yeah, I don't.
But for calls like that, I'm going to eat some ice cream.
Yeah.
And if I decide I want to go to Dairy Queen again, there's only one Dairy Queen I'm going to. So.
Wow, that's exactly right there. 100%.
Yeah, man. How was your day? I saw you were live a bunch of times today. I chimed in a few times.
Yeah, no, I appreciate it. I was meeting down with Tony Calderone at Two Tonys and the pop-up restaurant in Rayaboot at Cash Now, and I saw Peter when I was running downtown today. He was driving the car, so I saw him and ran downtown and ran actually from my house to Route 30 and back. It was 7 miles. Whew, it was hot.
Nice, man.
So just out there getting things done and changing the world, man, by
that's what life is.
By just
life is. I mean, there's so much passion in my heart. There's so much motivation to do good. I joined you met Lauren.
Yeah.
She was with us at Sheets that night. Yeah. So I joined her one group that she's a part of. It's called the Young York Professionals.
Were they out at?
I just joined.
Were they out at? Were they out at the Windbridge Farms or something tonight or something like that?
Yeah, that's where I was at, man.
Oh, well, see, here's the thing: is I'm a loner, right? So until I get to know you all, like, I'm a freak, right? So most people, I don't take people's shit. Like when they make fun of me, I'll smack. It doesn't matter who we're like. I don't care who we're around. Your humanness is not greater than my humanness. So and so I don't feel like going out there and doing that all the time. So now that I'm finding this group, right? So I didn't know. I was almost gonna ride my scooter up, and I'm like, you know what? They're just gonna judge me. A bunch of yuppies. Fuck it, I'm not going. Excuse my language. So I should have went. But I didn't know that was her group. So I will now. I didn't know that was her group. So now that you guys are in that group, let me know. I'll definitely come out because.
Yeah, man. I mean, I'll tell you what. I was a little skeptical myself going in there. With all these little young business people thinking they're head honchos and stuff. I don't feel judged at all. I rolled in there the first day. I rolled in there in athletic shorts and a T-shirt. You know what I mean? That's my professional gear.
Well, cool.
I'm a tennis professional. That's
cool. So
that's what I was.
Let me know because I'd love to go. I loved her. It was great meeting you all. So I didn't know that was her group. Yeah. So I would, and I'm a live streamer, right? So if people aren't comfortable, I might be live streaming. Like I don't go somewhere if I can't live stream. So if I can't,
live stream away.
Yeah, because that's who I am. Like you have a tennis racket. This is my paintbrush. This is my microphone. This is it, right? My phone.
There you go. There you go.
And
hey, man, tennis racket's not the only thing I'm pushing, man. I'll tell you what, I wouldn't be here today if it wasn't for my faith. God is good, man. I will say God is good. It was a miracle for me to just get a kidney. You know what I mean? Like I said, I had that kidney transplant back in April. My donor was a complete stranger.
How do you get a kidney?
My donor was a complete stranger.
How did it happen? So, isn't the waiting list like crazy to get a donor?
Yeah. Well, see, here's the thing. I mean, like I said, I'm a tennis pro. I was teaching tennis, and this guy, he's actually a York City detective. He enrolled his kids into my class, and the one day I wasn't teaching, I taught the Tuesday class. He rolled him in the Tuesday and the Thursday. How you doing, Gary? And
Gary.
So on a Thursday, I was explaining like my symptoms and everything to one of my coworkers, and he came over and he's like, "Hey, man, I know it's none of my business, but I heard you're going through some things." And I said, "Yeah." He's like, "Well, what's up? Is there anything I can do to help?" And I'm sarcastic all the time. And I was like, "Yeah, man, just give me one of your kidneys if you want, I was completely kidding. So I was like, "No, I'm just kidding." Like, he started asking me, like, "Where are you getting it done?" and everything. So I told him Penn State Hershey and everything. This guy took it upon himself to apply at Penn State Hershey to see if he could be a donor. The next week he comes in, he's like, "Hey, man, I'm going for my first test like Friday." And I'm like, "What are you talking about?" And he said, "Well, dude, I'm going to donate my kidney to you." You know what I mean? And I just started crying. I mean, this guy never met me before other than, that Thursday. And he's coming, he's going to give his kidney to me? Like, that's a big deal. He has 3 kids. He's a middle-aged man. Turns out that he was an absolute perfect match couldn't have gotten better. So shortly after everything went down and we got a date and everything, that's when the owner of Wisehaven Tennis Center, they did a news report on it and everything. The guy, the owner, Phil Myers, went on there and he was like, yeah, we're looking forward to Pottle's return. Like, tennis has been a big part of keeping him going and this and that. 2 days after he went on TV, instead of all that, he fired me. So, in my opinion, that was God's way of saying, you know what? You were meant to be at Wisehaven during a time just to receive this blessing from this total stranger.
Wow.
So, yeah. So it kind of honestly, like my life then became into, I was seeing life in a different perspective. All my life, it's been about what can I do athletically, I was captain of the football team in high school. I, did track and was the captain of the track team or the throwers in high school. So afterwards, taking these teams to nationals through tennis and creating all these championship teams. Hey, that's all well and good, but it turns out that these people that I thought were my friends, that I thought were my best friends, that had my back, they all left. When I got sick, they all left.
Wow.
You know what I mean? They weren't my friends. They were about hanging around me because they wanted to piggyback on my success.
Amen.
So now I look at life and I'm like, you know what? Like, if you're not going to ride with me, then be out. You know what I mean? My friendship isn't a one-way street. You're not going to get my friendship if you're not going to give me yours.
Amen.
So I'm over all that, and I know now that, God wants me to see what life is about outside of the athletic world. You know what I mean? And I'm meeting a lot of great people that I didn't know in the past. Well, you got a wolf going on over there?
Hold on. This is my buddy. He doesn't know. My buddy Tony. He's on live. That's Corbett Plastering. He's the one that donated the Apple TV to the Shane train.
Hey, that's what's up.
Yeah, he's Corbett Plastering. Let me show you. Please follow him on Instagram. It's Corbett_plastering. Corbett Plastering. Please follow him on Instagram.
Is he local guy or what?
He's in Boston. So he's.
Oh, okay. My family's from Massachusetts.
Are they?
Yeah, they're from Falmouth.
They're from Falmouth?
Yeah, they're Falmouth, like foul mouth.
Falmouth. Okay, Falmouth.
Yeah, it's on the Cape.
On the Cape, yeah. So he's big up. He does plastering in Boston, Tony Corbett. But no, you're exactly right about people bailing on you, bro.
Yeah, man.
You're exactly right, and that's what this community is. That listen, blood is not thicker than water. Love is thicker than water.
Absolutely, absolutely. I will say, in my 8-year relationship with my ex-wife, I kind of put my family on the back burner just because, my ex-wife was kind of like, I see now, like the snooty kind of I'm better than you kind of deal. And she just didn't like my family. So, and that fake love does kind of crazy things to you. So, I bought into what she was talking about. So I kind of wrote my family off. But I'll tell you what, when push came to shove and I needed somebody the most, I can say honestly that my family was there 110%.
Well,
anything I needed.
That's awesome.
Yeah. And I mean, my relationship with my family has gotten better since my ex-wife left. And that's one thing that I never would have known. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So sometimes love can be blind, but you're right. You're right. So
how can people find you? Are you on Facebook? Are you on Instagram?
Oh, yeah, I'm on Facebook, Instagram, Snapchat. Anybody got kids or if anybody wants to take some tennis lessons, just hit me up, man. I'm pretty affordable. I know what I'm talking about, and I will make you good if you want to be good.
So if you could post any of your links up in the comments. Always, whenever you come on my show, I don't want to tell people, you should always post your stuff up. This is 146,000 people a week that come through this community. I'm like, why would you not take advantage of that?
Oh, yeah. Yeah, I'll throw it up there.
Always.
I'll throw it up there. Oh, Miss Braun's on. Hey, Miss Braun, how you doing? That's one of my high school teachers.
I miss.
She was one of my favorites.
Hey, there's Ben Gay. Ben Gay the third taught Zig Ziglar. Ben Gay is epic. Ben, can't wait to get you on my show. You're an epic, awesome, God-loving individual, and you're amazing. So if you don't know Ben Gay, you all need to get to know that guy. When people talk about success, though, and happiness, you talk about endurance. It's the long term, and this man is of endurance. So, when I tell people, I'm not a guy that gets signatures. I don't get autographs. I respect long-term effort. That's what I respect.
Yes, sir.
Long-term effort.
Yes, sir.
I appreciate you. I'm going to bring some more people on. I appreciate you. Thank you always for coming on. I don't have any guests right now. I'm going to be doing pop-up guests for a little while because I like change. And so I've been doing these shows for 530 days, and it's relentless on the body. So I need to change it up to keep it interesting because every night I come on and I restrict. Commitment is a restriction of action. That means when you say you're going to do something, now you restrict. There's two types of people out there: those that wait for all the greatest things to happen, and those that are committed to what they say they're going to do. And the committed people get to try whatever they want because they sacrifice everything to do for other people. So,
Yeah, dude. Hey, when you speak the words, man, you're putting that out in the community. People are holding you accountable. If you say you're going to do something and you don't do it, it shows who you are.
Amen.
You know what I mean? You want to be committed. Hey, I'll tell you what. One of the most committed things that you can ever do, get a tattoo.
Bam.
See what I mean?
Amen.
Get a tattoo. I'll tell you what. My 5-year-old niece, she has been one of the biggest inspirations in my life. So what did I do for her? Got a tattoo. That's me and her right there walking.
Wow.
See that tree?
That's
me and her walking. It says to the moon and back. The big old moon right there.
Wow.
That's what life's about.
Amen.
So.
Amen.
Yes, sir.
Well, I love you. I appreciate you, and I'm glad that you're a part of this community because we are virtual and actual in New York, and this is a worldwide community. But in York, y'all see me. I've been to California last week. I was in Vegas last week. I was in Phoenix last week. And this week, what's today? Wait, when did I get home?
Tuesday, man.
Yeah, so
20th, I think.
Yeah, so I think Tuesday. I forget, but West Virginia, Ohio, Pennsylvania. I'm going back to speak. God is awesome. Talk about God. I went to support my friend at a book signing, Greg Walker, the Big Dreamer, and I got a speaking engagement at the J. Richard Foundation in Ohio. So I will be going to a teen summit, a 3-day teen summit of amazing speakers and teens that want to improve and become part of our future, which they are. So I'm humbled to be there Friday. You'll see me hopefully be able to live stream from there.
Nice.
So back on the road, man.
Hey, I told you, I don't know if you saw last night, I told you were looking for someone to do donuts. You need me to do donuts, man, I'll do it.
Oh, well, wow. Well, I appreciate that.
I'm about that life, dude.
Well, then you should ride with me to do them, and I'll show you the route because I have certain places every Friday. I've been doing these donuts for years, and if it wasn't for someone who was a pain, Mark Walters, who ended up being one of my really good – I love Mark. Mark Walters is awesome. I wish he was still at the York newspaper. He's with York County, but Mark Walters is awesome and followed me around doing donuts.
Yeah, man, I'll do them.
Cool.
But it's crazy that you know my sister. That's crazy. Heather at Maple Donuts, St. Charles Way.
Oh, that is crazy that's your sister, bro.
Yeah, that's my sister. Hey, my niece, the one I got this tattoo
look at you, look like your dad. Your dad comes.
You know my dad too?
Yeah, well, he comes in there. He's really nice. He'll come in there and get his donut, and he's really nice. Yeah, that's funny.
Yeah, my dad works at Maple Donuts on East Market Street too.
Well, Heather's that's my girl, man. She, I used to get donuts at a different place, and people make it feel like you're wrong in life, right? And if you feel it in you, I was like, gosh, I was buying donuts and they're making me feel like I'm wrong. Like I'm buying these for other people, like F you. So
yeah,
I'm not even going to mention the company. So I went to Maple and they were like, and Heather was like, yo, we got you. We'll make a list. We got you. We appreciate you. And I was like, cool.
Oh, yeah.
And they even joined in now and they participate with the donuts. And they help give some away. And then Adam Gensler from Gensler and Smith is going to put in 25 a week. So it's cool. It's going to grow. And it's, you know, and I have people that come up to me and on the street, like they mobbed me on Queen and Maple. And so that breaks my heart. I want people to know that it's a little token of love.
I'm about it, man.
You know?
I'm all about giving back to the community. That's one of the main reasons why I joined up on that YYP with Lauren. Because I told her, I was like, well, do you guys have a volunteer program you guys do? I mean, these are young professionals in York. What's more important than giving back for free?
Up, Daniel? Halseth, LJ, Daniel, awesome. No, exactly. Listen, one of my somebody I know, Paul Cummins, told me if you give, you never have to worry about getting it. It's true. You know, I can go to any block in York and get a bite to eat and a drink and something to drink. Because for 11 years, I've been knocking on every door.
Yeah. Sure. No, that's what's up. See, when I turned 16 years old, I took this class. Now, I was not always the best kid growing up. I was always in trouble. You can ask Heather. You can ask my stepmom. You can ask my dad. You know, the school had me, they had my number. They had my parents' number on speed dial. But around 10th grade year, I took this class, this community service class, and that changed my life forever. You know, I started volunteering in the life skills class. I don't know if you know what that is. MHMR, mentally handicapped, mentally retarded. And I started helping out in that class at 16. And then I started working at Shadowfax. You ever hear Shadowfax in York?
Yeah. Thank you for sharing and inviting everyone. Yeah, that's awesome. That's such a small world that Heather, I'm just blown, is your sister. That's a girl.
Well, I was playing your live stream the one day, and he's like, is that my boy Shane Train? I'm like, what? You know Shane? And she said, yeah, he comes in for donuts all the time. And I forgot you had said something about donuts at Sheets when we were there. So I invited her. I don't know if she's here or not. Is she in here?
I don't know. She's so awesome. I love her. You know what? And she's always, you know, just like she's never treated like, because I'm me, man. So I'm not like you. And so I'm not going to look normal to you because I'm not like you, right? So that's okay. I'm not supposed to be. But I'm around people that understand that, right? That we're all effed up, man. We're all fighting the battle. But let's fight it together by just being like, yo, I'm not going to discourage you. And if I do, I'll apologize. I didn't mean it. And there's nothing wrong with having a bad day and giving the finger and jumping down people's throat and jumping to conclusions and being up. You know, because
I do it all the time.
You know, and I tell people one of my whole things is be who you are in every emotional level, every level. If it wasn't possible, it wouldn't happen. But it's who you become.
I'll tell you what. You and I just met what was that, Friday?
Yeah.
What was that, last Friday? Or is that when that was?
Yeah, it was Friday.
I don't know. I'm with Peter every day. But when we met, I felt like an instant connection because you're the kind of person I am. Because I don't care. I don't care what anyone has to say. Like, come at me, man. You got something to say about who I am? Get away from me. You know what I mean? Because I'm not changing for nobody.
So much that you don't care, right? It's because actually that you care so much about the human race that you don't
I'm not
care.
sugarcoating anything for anybody, though.
Because you
not
care.
sugarcoating anything.
Because
that's right.
At the end of the day, if you actually and we live our lives depressed because of these things. Because if someone says, "Yo, what did you do to upset them?" Like that's insanity. You mean I'm
not going to tell you what you want to hear. I'm going to tell you what you need to hear.
Yeah. I'm supposed to worry about if people like it or not. That's insanity. It's not even possible.
Yeah. Yep.
And
sometimes they say I'm too honest. Okay. Well, I'm not going to lie to you. Like, hey, you want me to tell you if that dress makes you look fat? Guess what? That dress makes you look fat. And I care because I don't want you going out looking fat. You know what I mean? If that's not what you're trying to do.
But here's the thing. You already know you're fat. because you're not exercising. I'm just Joe, but here's the thing.
Yeah,
God,
that's
like,
it.
Me, like you already know.
Yeah.
You already know what needs done. and the only reason you get upset is not doing it. And I'm here to tell you that we need everybody to win. We need everyone to be successful. Like,
and I'll tell you, that's 100%.
We don't need rich people. Yo, I never said rich people. I said happy people. There are people that
I mean,
make a lot of money.
Rich is relative.
Because my
rich is relative, though.
What's that?
You rich money-wise, or you rich spiritually? You know? Rich is what's in your heart. Yep. Yeah. Rich is what's in your heart, man.
But don't tell me that money don't matter. It's how you get it that matters. Because when I go to church, they always ask for money. When I go to fundraisers, they ask for funds.
Yep. I feel like that's what you said the other day at Sheets. You're like, hey, man, like, I don't mind donating, but when you start to expect my money, that's done. You know, that's done. I'll show up to a fundraiser when I want to, you know, and I'll tell you, oh my gosh, the other night when I was watching your stream when Adam was on, man, he was making me all burned up. He was making me all burned up because he was like, hey, I work hard for my money. If I want to go out and buy 2 BMWs in a week, then I will. He said, you know, but I earned that money. I can spend it however I want. And then he went off to say, well, you know, you guys say you don't have any money, but then I see you going to the beach and you're doing this and you're doing that and you're paying for cable. And I'm like, okay, man, but you just said that you earn your money and you'll buy whatever you want. So if I'm earning my money and I want to come home and watch cable, then I'm going to need to have cable. So I'm choosing to spend my money that I earned on cable. I'm not going out to buy a BMW, you know, SUV or 2, you know, like. So I was commenting the whole time. He's like, I don't think Dave watched the whole thing. Go back and watch the replay. I was like, bro, I watched the whole thing. I watched the whole thing. I tell you what, I came from a poor family. I'm not going to lie to you. Hey. You know, but I chose when I was younger that I would not live like that. You know? So I pushed myself to do the best that I could do. You know, and I'm still doing the best that I can do. And I'm going to keep doing the best because I have tunnel vision, man. I have tunnel vision, and all I do is look forward. So there's no looking back. That's done with. You know, that happened for a reason, and there's nothing I'm going to do. And sometimes the hardest thing is sometimes you don't know what the reason is. Why did it happen? I was 25 years old when I got diagnosed with kidney failure, but why?
Wow.
It's not my place to wonder why. It's my place to handle my business.
Amen.
Okay, so yeah. So I have kidney failure at 25. Okay, what's the next thing I'm going to do? I'm going to deal with it. You know what I mean? I'm going to handle my situation.
Bam, bam. You know, not expecting someone else to. And you know what? Just because someone's a doctor doesn't mean they're right. That means they have a degree. That's all it means.
Dude, let me look at my nose, man. See my nose? See it busted up? It's fat. Let me tell you how that happened. Yesterday, every other Monday, I go up to Penn State Hershey for my follow-up appointment. Talk with the doctors. Now, I know enough going through what I've gone through to how to handle my blood pressure meds and good stuff like that. So I'm not supposed to take my morning pills at 8 a.m. when I have blood work scheduled in the morning. So I did not. I went up to Penn State Hershey. I had my blood work done. I went in, started talking to the doctors. They took my blood pressure. It was 140 over 80, which is good. It's good for me anyhow. So anyhow, everything's good. The doctor visit went well. My creatinine level, which is the functionality of your kidney, was good. It was high. It was higher, so it went down, so that's good. The lower the number, the better. So I leave the office. I had my niece and my sister Heather with me, and I was like, hey, let's go get some food. And my niece loves McDonald's, so I took her out to McDonald's. And so I was like, hey, I got to go use the bathroom. I'll be right back. So I go in the bathroom, and, you know, I use the handicap stall. So I go in there, and I go to flush the toilet, and I'm standing up, and I'm like, wait a minute. I don't feel right. You know, at this point I had taken my meds after I left the hospital because my doctor told me, take your meds as prescribed. Because I asked him, I said, well, my blood pressure is normal. Why do I need to take my meds? And he's like, well, take them as prescribed. So I did. So I'm standing there. So I sit down on the toilet because I feel like I can't walk. So I'm sitting there. I go to stand up again. And I'm like, no way. So I sent my sister Heather a text. And I said, hey, Heather, I'm going to need you to come help me get to the truck. Thinking that I could muscle up the power to walk to the door so that she could help me walk to the truck. And it came to the point where I said, you're going to need to come in this bathroom and open this stall and help me from here because I can't do this. I can't. I felt my blood pressure was low. So her and my niece, they come in the bathroom. They knock on the stall door. I stand up. I go to take a step to unlock the stall door, and guess what? I knocked out, dude. Wow. I blacked out, fell right on the floor, hit my nose on the trash can, hit my head on the side of the wall. All I really remember is waking up and my nose was bleeding like crazy. Now, so she, you know, Ariella, my niece, climbs underneath the stall, unlocks it, opens. Heather comes in, locks the door behind her, cleans up my nose, makes sure I'm okay. Sat there for a minute or so, and I'm like, okay, man, I'm ready to get up again. So I go to stand up. Now, this part's a little blurry for me. I don't really remember it. I'm going off what Heather told me. So I stand up, and apparently I had my hand on her shoulder, and we're getting ready to start walking to the door. And apparently I said to her, I'm going to pass out again. I don't remember this. So no sooner I said that, boom, hit the floor again, dude. And I'm telling, full body limp, all my weight going down, boom, banged my head on the ground again.
Wow.
So, yep, I'm laying there, and the thing that pissed me off the most is I'm laying on the floor, the bathroom floor at McDonald's. You know how dirty that is in there, man? So I'm laying there, and eventually I decide to get up, and I look over at my niece. Remember, she's 5, and I'm like, I always tell her, before I had my transplant and everything, I said her kisses gave me power, you know? So I look over at her and I said, Ariella, I'm going to need you to give me a kiss so I can make it out to the truck. So she walks over, she gives me a kiss because I know she was scared, you know? She's seeing her Uncle David flopping around on the bathroom floor, bleeding out of his nose and everything. And so she gives me a kiss. I stand up and I walk out to my truck, you know, and that's the crazy thing. And what I was getting at is the doctors told me after I asked them, they told me to take the meds as prescribed.
Wow.
They were wrong. They were wrong. So I called them up today and I explained that to them. So they're like, okay, well, you know, we're going to adjust your meds so this doesn't happen again. And I'm like, I could have told you that. You know what I mean? Like, I did tell you that. So wow. I'm taking it out of their hands and I'm doing it because, again, like I said, you have to be your own advocate. And, yeah, they may know the medical stuff, but they don't know me. You know, they don't know me. I'm the only one inside my body. I'm the one that can tell you whether or not it hurts.
Yes.
You know, just because you say, oh, well, it shouldn't hurt, that doesn't mean it doesn't.
Yes. Amen.
You know, I had the major surgery. When they put a kidney in, they put it in your stomach. They don't take your old ones out. They don't put them back in where your kidneys are in your back. You know, they put that in your stomach, in the front abdomen. So they're reaching around, and I mean, my scar is probably about 1 foot long. They're reaching around in my stomach and everything. And a week after, actually a day after surgery, I got 20 staples in my stomach. And so they're like, oh, well, we need you to get up and walk around. And I'm like, well, what are you talking about? Like, I can't even roll onto my side. And so they're like, no, we need you up walking around. So I get up. Meanwhile, I still have the neuropathy drop foot in both feet. How am I supposed to do this? So I do it anyway. And I come back, sit down, telling them I'm in pain. Okay, at that point, I had one of those little drips so I could push a button. It gave me a shot of pain medicine. A week after I got out of the hospital, they gave me a week's worth of like pain meds. Now, I've always been the kind of person that just never took pain meds because I just don't like the way they made me feel. In this situation, I never felt pain this intense. So a whole week went by. I finished the pain meds, took them as prescribed and everything. And I went back to the doctors and I'm like, look, I'm still in a lot of pain. They're like, well, you shouldn't be in a lot of pain. And I'm like, okay, well, that's all good, but I am. And they're like, well, we can't give you anything. Take Tylenol. And I'm like, dude, all right. Tylenol doesn't even get rid of a headache for me, but it's all good. You know, so I went through this major surgery with 1 week of pain medicine and that's it. You know, but again,
I got
some people would have been
on that says they work with neuropathy. So I'm going to bring this guy on. He's been listening to your story.
All right, man.
Bring him on. So let's hear what he has to say. And always bring
all right, tell him my neuropathy is uremic neuropathy.
All right, don't go anywhere though. We'll be back on. I'm going to bring him on. Daniel, I hope you can get on, brother. Let's see, Daniel. Here we go. Now turn your phone landscaping. Come on, Daniel. Let's show him this divine intervention, homie. Hit the accept. Let's go.
Hey, we're making it happen this time. We're not doing what we did last night, Shane the Train.
There you go. So what can you tell David?
Well, say, hey, so David, if you're listening, I'm telling you what, I can't share my screen right now. I want you to Google this right now. You ready? Type in this web address, Inlight, INLIGHT, medical.com. We actually just finished that website. I had an all-nighter a day before yesterday, I think, when I was talking with Shane DeTrain. I want you to check out inlightmedical.com. This technology has been basically dealing with the sick care system we have in the United States. And yes, I said sick care. The problem is we're not fixing stuff. We're keeping people sick. So when it comes to inlightmedical.com, this technology is basically referred to as photosynthesis for the body. So Shane, keep this in mind when what I'm talking about, Ryan, we talked about day before yesterday. I was up with Shane. I think it was about 2 a.m. my time-ish. Shane, I think you were up till 3 that night. I don't know. It was pretty late. You need to know this much. Inlightmedical.com, and if you've got a Google browser, and the gentleman you were speaking with earlier, Shane, what was his name?
David, you have to turn some lights on.
Oh, there, David, you got it. Yes, inlightmedical.com. I see your comments. Listen to me. That is the real deal, okay? Of all the technologies out there, let me see here, and I'm talking to you. I'm going to pull up my own browser so I can respond to your comments in real time. It takes more than one machine, so yes. So first of all, the www.inlightmedical.com. That's the first part. The second part is I want you to Google this. So when you get a chance, hey, Jason Cohen, good buddy, Las Vegas, Nevada. Say hi to Brad Lee if you run into him. Hey, Jason Cohen, I see you jumped in on the Shane the Train. He goes by Shane the Train. This is the guy you're seeing with the lights, okay? We need to broadcast it. And hey, Brad, I tagged you, and Grant Cardone, I tagged you on Shane the Train Live, so please jump in here as soon as you can. You might be asleep right now, but chances are you're definitely not asleep based on my watch. So Shane the Train flexing it there. Real quick here, Jason, thanks for joining us. Please, everybody on this call, we heard David earlier. I just put in the comments there, inlightmedical.com. So Shane is working on all these pieces about interviewing all these wonderful topics. And Shane, correct me if I'm wrong, when did we talk for the first time? You want to let people know that while I put a couple comments in here? When was the first time we spoke? Yeah. Hey, Dave Bass, welcome from Abu Dhabi, United Arab Emirates. Hey, you're live with Shane the Train. Dave Bass, please stay with us. Hey, oh my gosh, this is freaking awesome. We got Vancouver, Washington. Please stay tuned and please share this with Telvis, my older brother. Get him on here too in Vancouver, Washington. You're live with Shane the Train. I tagged a few networks, but I didn't have much time. Shane, back to you. How did we talk? Hey, Eric's Belotus. Hey, Eric's, you see this baseball bat? That's Shane the Train. This guy's the real deal. I want you to follow him right now. We're only up to 11 viewers. That's not enough. I want to get this to 100 viewers live this time of night. Eric's, share this with all your friends. Tag them all. And Eric's, please, in the comments, thank you for Shane the Train. I love your comment. Eric's, put in the comments why you still have 2 feet. We have David on the line tonight that just talked about his his neuropathy. Please, in your comments, Eric's, tell David why you still have both of your feet. Please, in the comments, tell him why your feet are still connected to your body. Please put it in the comments, Eric's, because David is trying to find out what to do with his neuropathy, and he's taking medication for it. Eric's, please let him know what you're using.
Oh, my buddy Mark Menard, I was speaking with him in California and Ohio. The story of you, this is an amazing. He has Dream Shine, where they help kids with special needs to have a place to go during the day rather than a facility, which is just a box from the state. He started Dream Shine. Actually, you know what? This is crazy. You said the intervention. Let me show you something. This is crazy. Here it is. This is his facility.
Blow it up, brother. Make it full screen. Love it. I saw this video. Keep it going.
Mark Menard's on here, man. Dream
Keep
Shine.
it going. I love this video.
He was in prison, and look what he did.
I got to share this with a few more networks. Keep talking, brother.
So what Mark does is, man, he has a shot of him in jail with a black eye, and God saved him. God saved his life and showed he had a purpose. There's Maddie Bazzo. Love Maddie. Look, if you hear Maddie talk, come on, man. How you
oh my gosh.
Maddie Bazzo.
Keep that volume going, brother. Love it, Eric. Love it, Shane.
Love her.
Don't be afraid. I mean, it's not that hard. All you have to do is get up and pray and comfy.
I feel fear all the time.
There's Mark.
Oh my gosh.
There's Greg Walker in the Shane train.
Eric's, thank you for your comments.
Door. Yo, the kids, the special needs kid made a garage door like mine. Look. Isn't that cool?
Oh, is that garage door the same garage door?
They made that out of cardboard to mimic Crybaby Corner.
Oh my gosh.
What?
Yes, that's epic.
God bless this community of awesome
Oh
beings.
my gosh. I mean, Shane, this is divine intervention, brother. I mean it. I've been waiting to connect with somebody like you, and I didn't even realize that you were out there doing all this stuff.
I'm so glad we met. I love doing broadcasts with you.
I mean it. I'm being real here, bro. I'm being serious.
I'm not, you know me. I'm serious as a heartbeat. You have a great
voice. But we connected the day before. Hey, Isabel, welcome from Monterrey, Mexico. Thank you so much. You're live with Shane the Train. Daniel Halseth.
You guys celebrate the soldiers. Here's what I am with the soldiers. Let me get in your face. I honor the fallen soldiers. I had my son make me a coffin.
Hey, zoom in on that coffin and tell us about that coffin, Shane, please.
Well, listen, so many people are ungrateful. They're soldiers, future, present, and past. That's sacrifice. Be in the swamp, be in another country, be the underwater divers, man. I mean, look, man, there's people that are giving. What are you giving? What are you sacrificing?
Right.
This is the 1% show, people, with the Shane.
Right. Hey, I've got my sister-in-law, Melissa Halseth. Welcome from the windsurfing capital of the world, my hometown, Hood River, Oregon. Love you, Melissa. You're watching Shane the Train.
Welcome. We love you. What a beautiful community.
Hey, Shane, tell us about these veterans.
All right, hold on. Let me mute this real quick.
I love Mark Menard. He's a very smart man. He's doing great things here.
That's awesome.
You gotta contact him. He's doing wonderful stuff for kids who have disabilities, and he's got this beautiful property. He needs more property. So let's see if we can't help him out financially.
Amen. Amen.
So they can come out of institutions by the state and go to a real cabin.
That's right. That's right. That's right.
machines that simulate walking. They have
Hey, Shane, how come we're the only ones up? We need more people to stay up at night. Where's everybody? Is everybody asleep?
Rosina Flynn, love you. Positivity Chronicles.
Where are all these people tonight? I feel like Dallas falls asleep at like 10 p.m.
I would not have missed it, and I believe that everything that we went through in order to be able to be here tonight.
That's right. That's right.
If you see these guys on any stage, anywhere else, it's my suggestion to you that no matter what you got to do, if you're anywhere within a flight, a train, walking, whatever you got to do, get there. It's absolutely worth it. These guys were absolutely phenomenal.
What did you think about the event today?
It was fantastic.
Yeah.
It was worth it for drama.
You're gonna get punched in your face.
Punched in your face.
That other people don't want you to be successful. Because remind you, people are out there watching you constantly. And the more they watch you, hey, look.
People are waiting for us to fail.
Something good to talk about.
Yeah.
That's right.
Sarah, what did you think about the event today?
The event was amazing. A lot of golden nuggets, a lot of things I hadn't heard from other successful people that I followed and had mentored me before. So it's definitely worth the 4-hour trip here.
Excellent.
Yeah.
Good.
Please watch the comments right now. There's lots of good comments too.
He's with Live as much as possible. He's just a cool dude. He doesn't give a crap about what anybody thinks about him, and nobody should. So that's cool to be able to hear that from him, and he's spreading that throughout the world. I think that's amazing too.
Definitely. You took a swing at that mailbox.
Oh yeah.
How you doing?
Everyone's just crushing the
Come on!
Love it, Shane. Love it.
Smash doubt and fear. Expectations. Boom. Yo, it feels good. It's bam.
Oh man, that's cool. Shane, I wish there was more time in the day, brother. This is why I don't sleep much.
Yeah, you know what? If we reach one person that knows that they're better than they thought they were, that's all that counts. Listen, I just want to let everyone know, to save the planet and to save the human race, and to save the ducks, and to save the geese, and to save the poor, and to save the needy, and to save the empty, and to save the neighbor, and to save yourself, and to save the river, and to save the creek, and to save the small business. It's going to take everybody.
It takes a village, brother.
Yeah, if we don't know your story, we're never going to care about you. Look, I know you don't want to hear this, but you can have the greatest product. You can come from whatever you want. But if we don't know who you are and what you've been through, nobody cares about you. That's the reality of it. So I love you. I think you all are phenomenal, amazing, amazing people. I appreciate you being here.
Hey Shane, why don't you tell them how you and I met the day before yesterday and what our topic was? Can you tell them about the 22 kill?
Well, I've been doing 22 push-ups for 22 veterans for PTSD awareness and suicide awareness, and I love the ring. And let's tell them about it. I mean, these people are not getting benefits. They're feeling hopeless, and they sacrifice for our country. In every country, not just, listen, I'm about the human race. So, there's military in every country where people, are having to come home and not have the support and the love and the opportunities, that they did. It's a different lifestyle when you're told what to do, when to do it. You kind of lose part of yourself. I wasn't there, but I would think you lose part of yourself, so you come back here where it's not regimented. Now you have to get back into a whole different thing after years of programming to be different. So we need to be there for them, man. It is a loss if anyone that serves our country or anybody commits suicide. So that's important.
And you guys are hearing from Shane the Train live, and I ran into Shane day before yesterday. Shane the Train. Shane, can you tell him about 10X Con in Florida? Can you tell him a little bit about that event as well? That event was phenomenal.
It was. I mean, it was epic. Thank you, Brad Lee. Got me and my team 4 tickets for GrowthCon, and we went down there and really just met a ton of phenomenal entrepreneurs, people that want to be entrepreneurs, people that want to change the world, people that don't want to be the 9 to 5, that don't want to be average, and there's no competition except for within you. There's plenty to eat. There's plenty of money. There's plenty of food. There's plenty of opportunity. And what you saw was the cross-pollination of using social media for people to be able to expand their brand, expand everything they want to do, and find the right people to be in the same mission as them.
That's right, Shane. And Shane, I mean, you and I know the day before, night before last, we talked about 22 kill, and you heard Shane talk about it. That ring right there, that represents the 22 to 23 suicides a day that are happening in the United States, and that's just based out of the Vietnam era. We have the opportunity to not only do something, I put it in the comments here on the Shane the Train, 22 kill. So hashtag 22 push-ups or hashtag 22 push-ups or 22 kill. If you go to 22kill.com, you learn about not only the ring, how you contribute, how you get into it. Hey, Erics, you heard the viewer before me with David that was interviewed by Shane the Train. Erics, can you tell not only David but Shane the Train why you still have both of your feet? Tell him why and how Enlight Medical has helped you with your neuropathy. Why do you have both of your feet right now? Because people don't realize that there's a drug-free solution that actually saves your limbs instead of amputation. I mean, Eric's would be a good one to interview as well, Shane. I mean, this guy is epic. He's epic.
I would love to have him on. I open up my interview schedule for the next couple of weeks. I'm just doing pop-up interviews. So I'm pretty open to do whatever I want.
So when you hear this stuff, it's a real deal. And Eric's, I agree, N22, and you're listening to Shane the Train. Please follow this live feed. When you see it, you see Shane DeGary. How do you pronounce your last name?
DeGary.
So please, Shane DeGary, Google it, Facebook it, hashtag it, tweet it, Snapchat it. Find that ID on every single wavelength that you can. Helena Rose, you're amazing. Live, sold-out theaters, 22 kill, Operation Rock the Troops. Helena, you know all about this, and you know about Eric's. Helena, can you share something with Shane the Train right now about your fitness journey and also about Light Up to Live? Okay, awesome. Awesome. Please follow and share this live feed. I know it's late right now. It's midnight in Dallas, but it's 1 a.m. where Shane the Train is, and you know what? He's not stopping because he's listening to every one of you right now in your voices. This guy is out there. He's broadcasting. He's syndicating. He's educated us. And right before I got on the phone here, and Shane has offered me my second appearance with Shane the Train, I got to tell you this much. We had a gentleman on the call before me that, correct me if I'm wrong, Shane, he's in your town, right?
Yeah.
He's right there. He was struggling with, I tried to Google it, neuropathy, but he had a specific form of neuropathy. Shane, or David, we're listening to you. Shane, do you remember the exact version of neuropathy he was struggling with?
No, but David, hopefully you can put it in here.
David, can you add it to the comment so I can Google it?
I want to show everyone my little sister, Cheyenne. She was hit by a heroin addict. She's up at rehab right now. She was unloading her groceries. That's her right here. And she lost her leg last August unloading her groceries. Her name is Cheyenne Miller. She's a 30-year-old beautiful model. And she's the one, if you see the heart, if you look behind me and see the heart on the wall, hold on. That says Cheyenne, hold on. Sorry. That says Cheyenne Miller. That's her right there on the wall. But anyway, please check her out. So I don't know if any of this can help her. She has drop foot. I don't know if she has neuropathy, but you can see she got her prosthetic. She's at Hershey Medical Center right now. And hers is above the knee, her amputation. So she was alive when it all happened. She was awake. She got hit from behind from someone that dumped heroin in their veins going 35 miles an hour. And here's the funny part, right? Not even funny. Here's the sickening part. We spend money for Narcan, which is bullcrap. Big Pharma takes money from our community.
That's right.
And we put them in jail. Listen, Narcan is nothingness. Nothingness. It doesn't help do anything. Yo, you can try to play games with me all you want. Stop the mindset. You don't get someone when they're high on heroin, slam them with this Narcan and keep them going. Why are you keeping them going? Why are you not finding them on the front end and preventing them from going? Right? Yo.
Yeah.
So I love this community because it's all real people, man. That work, and we need everybody on deck.
We need everybody, and you know what? I don't know how much you know, but everybody in this call too, Shane, if they could check out Operation Rock the Troops, and I just put it in the comments there. Listen to me. We're talking about 2-2 kill. Send the train. Hey, Shane, do it just like you did in Florida at 10X with Grant Cardone. How did you say that? What? Shane the train.
When I was with Grant Cardone, I was with Bradley, Grant Cardone. I went early when everyone else was at the beach. I was meeting all those guys before the setup. I was in everyone's faces. I met everybody and anybody I wanted to when I was there.
Man, I'm telling you what. I mean, these guys are epic. I just texted Brad and Grant Cardone, but again, looking at time zones, it might be it depends on how I'm hitting them up. But I just want to say that I mean, you're hearing Shane the Train. This guy is like international renowned. I know we got 12 live viewers. I'd love to have it be 100. So if you're watching this right now, share it.
Yeah, I mean, anyone that does it for too many, man, I believe I never care. I mean, I ask for the share and the invites. That's important.
Share it to the right people. Watch these comments right now. Pay attention to this feed. We mentioned a few things. We talked about David on the interview right before I jumped on here, where Shane brought me in to interview with him because he's our host, Shane the Train. Google Shane the Train, Shane DeGarry. Check him out. Follow this feed. Make sure you get his alerts. He was riding bikes today, traveling through town today. He's been interviewing. This guy is up at night. He's listening. He's interviewing, and he's broadcasting. You need this guy in your life. And if you don't think you need him, then you just don't understand things. Michael Nast, are you on with us too? Michael?
Love Michael. He's awesome.
Oh my gosh. I'm telling you, Michael, make sure you jump on here as well. Listen to me, Bradley, Grant Cardone. This is the real deal. Real deal.
David put drop foot is neuropathy.
Drop foot?
Yeah, and he put, Daniel, did you get the kind of neuropathy? Daniel, put up the kind that you put. David, put up the kind again.
Put up the kind, David. We are tracking this stuff live right now, and it's the real deal. Foot drop causes symptoms of neuropathy. I need more detail. That's not enough. I'm gonna put a link in here based on neuropathy from a good friend who's at the forefront of all things international for neuropathy. His name, if you want to Google him, is Dr. Joe DiDuro. I'm going to send you the guy that's redefined neuropathy for the entire world, and I'm going to send you a video in this. And oh, here we go. Here, I've already found the hyperlink on YouTube. So it's coming in this feed right now with Shane the Train. You're watching Shane the Train live. There's the Google link. It's the YouTube link. David, please click on that. Pay attention to it. Read it. Google Joe DiDuro, and then follow up with enlightmedical.com.
So his
find this.
REMIC neuropathy, uremic or whatever.
Uremic.
Yeah, it's UREMIC neuropathy. UREMIC.
I found it. Neuropathy. Okay, pathology. Let me see if it's inflammation.
So listen, I appreciate y'all sharing and inviting. Why is it important to share and invite? Because there might be someone that doesn't have hope. There might be someone that's thinking about killing themselves. There might be someone that says no one cares about me, no one understands what I went through. Nobody does. But what we understand is you're human. What we understand is we love you. What we understand is we accept you. What we understand is we're all effed up. You are crazy. You are psycho, but so am I.
Let's keep it going. Let's keep it going all the way. Listen to Shane the Train. This guy's a real deal. You know, can you guys put some hearts there a little bit? Please give us some hearts for Shane the Train. I don't care how you do it. As many hearts as we can get right now. Caused by kidney failure. I just saw what you shot in there, David. I just texted you a YouTube link. Please click on it. You're watching Shane the Train. follow this guy, connect with this guy, follow his live feed, pay attention to what he's got to say, because this guy's the real deal. I met up with you, Shane the Train, day before yesterday, and I'm telling you what, it's not only changing my life, you're connected, you genuinely care. You don't care about the numbers, you care about the realities, parency, what's happening, how do we connect, and how do we make a difference? Shane the Train is there. Shane, how much do you spend a year marketing your messaging and what you provide to the general public? How much do you spend per year on that? I know you mentioned it day before yesterday, but how much do you spend to market that? 40 to 60 grand. You've got a gentleman here that is networked. And he's out here and he's trying to broadcast this, and he needs not only your assistance, we need to get the right people connected with Shane the Train so that we can further and grow his program, because this guy deserves to be at the forefront of what's happening. He doesn't deserve to have just a little bit of piece of the pie. We need to get him out there bigger and better. And Eric's, I see your comment in there. You are a victim of peripheral neuropathy. Are you one of the millions of Americans that suffer from peripheral neuropathy? Have you been told that you have to deal with it, live with it, and rely on... Eric's, thank you. Please connect with the person in the comments. You're going to see his name is David. Please connect with David, add him on Facebook, and then share him with me. I'll add him too. And please, everybody follow Shane the Train. Guess what? David lives close to Shane as well.
What is it? Someone put R.C. Hogan put, what do you know about RSDS?
RSDS. Let me Google that too. RSDS.
Yeah, if you have any questions.
Complex regional pain syndrome. Hey, guess what? I just Googled that. Complex regional pain syndrome. 200,000 cases per year in the United States. It's a condition that can't be cured, requires a medical diagnosis, can last for years or be lifelong. Guess what? 99% of all disease function, or 95+% of all disease function in the entire planet Earth is based off of inflammation, and your nutrition has something and plays a key role in it. Guess what? Low-level light therapy. Google hashtag LLLT for low-level light therapy. Google or check out enlightmedical.com. We've been talking about. Connect with Eric's Belotus, who's in the comments here. Listen to David and his story. 17403, buddy. Listen to this guy. So David is, Potty is telling you, Shane the Gray is the real deal. Complex regional pain syndrome. It's a real condition. And 99% or 95+% of all inflammation-related diseases are based on inflammation. And gets what's one of the best tactics and the best weapons that you have today. You think it's big pharma? Absolutely not. Your number one weapon right now on planet Earth, besides your nutrition and detox, functional medicine, exercise physiology. Go ahead, Shane. You look wonderful, brother. Keep going. Amazing. Everything's good with turmeric. Turmeric is there. That's the real deal.
All organic for my blood pressure. I take honey with apple cider vinegar. I take lyocin and garlic, and there's more I can, but I take Go every day.
I love it. I love it. You know, and what else are you taking, Shane? Because I'm doing the turmeric, right? I'm taking the quinoa, the beets, the broccoli, the celery, right? Then I'm doing the basic holistic nutrition, exercise physiology, nitric oxide, and guess what else I'm using? Here's what everybody needs to understand. You're watching Shane the Train. I'm dealing with a device that nobody in the world wants you to know about, and you aren't going to believe it. So I'm going to switch my camera here, Shane. You see this right here? That device right there is a medical type 2 device. It's the most advanced in the world. And if you want to Google the Higgs boson or the Hadron Collider in Geneva, you're talking about low-level light therapy. This guy invented all things low-level light therapy. There's no more advanced tool on planet Earth for inflammation than this technology. This technology is low-level light therapy. You want to see me turn it on here? Look.
Yeah.
That pad right there, 264 diodes. Watch this. I'm going to hit a setting here, and if you watch me do this, I know the setting for every type of condition that's 99% of everybody in the world and what they have. And I can alternate through different settings that tell you exactly, based on your condition, how to treat your symptom, or I shouldn't say treat, symptoms associated with increased circulation, reduced pain. I hit start. Do you see this? You're watching live. Every one of these diodes that are off, watch me turn it at an angle. If you could see this, every other row that you can't see that's lit is infrared, red LED, and blue LED. This is the most advanced technology. And the inventor, if you notice, every other row is off. That's because it's non-visible light. If you took a prism and you put the sunlight on it, guess what you're going to find? The non-visible light is the most healing waveform that will penetrate up to 4.5 inches through the human body, dealing with PTSD, traumatic brain injury, and every element of inflammation on this planet. And an FDA cleared for increased circulation, reduced pain. There's nothing more effective on planet Earth than low-level light therapy. This device, enlightmedical.com, and every frequency, automatic and 1 through 7, addressing every single element of the human body, and polychromatic, which is more than one color simultaneously, whether it's cosmetic, whether it's inflammation, whether it's muscular, whether it's anti-aging, whether it's neuropathy. The biggest market on planet Earth for this technology is neuropathy. Listen to me. David, if you're listening tonight, you couldn't have tuned in at a better time on planet Earth. And I told Shane the Train, who you're listening to right now, follow this feed. Shane the Train is broadcasting this to as many people as possible, and we need to share this. You know why? You're looking right there at hope. I want you to Google, hey, Shane, Eric's put this in the comments, www.lightuptolive.com. Eric's, I know you're at home, but you have both of your legs right now because of this technology. Why didn't they amputate and cut your legs off? Is because of this technology. He has both his feet because of this technology. Millions of Americans in the largest market on planet Earth for neuropathy is based on low-level light therapy. It came out of NASA 30 plus years ago. Big Pharma does not want you to know about it. I saw your comments here on Enlight Medical or lightuptolive.com. There's movies written about this. We sold out in movie theaters. You're watching Shane the Train. I just lit up a polychromatic, which is a low-level light therapy. It was developed out of NASA 30 plus years ago. This is no friggin' joke. Look how easy this is. I have my hand here. I placed the hand on there. I've got soreness. It will penetrate through the skin. It'll go 4.5 inches deep. Every one of those diodes that you don't see lit up is infrared light, every other row. There's red, there's blue LED, and listen to me. If I didn't believe in this and use it myself, I use it for pre-post workout. There's not a solution that you can find on planet Earth for low-level light therapy. Look at that. Free 20-minute session. Look at this. Light therapy can support increased circulation, FDA clearance. Pain relief, reduced inflammation, FDA clearance. Lifted mood and reduced stress. Non-invasive, cost-effective, drug-free, low-level light therapy. You can't find a better technology on this planet at this time to deal with nitric oxide. Please Google it, nitric oxide. The mitochondria, please Google mitochondrial function. And then please check out increased circulation, reduced pain, and symptoms associated with 99% of every single issue that every human being on this planet has. And instead, they're getting overdosed on drugs. Big Pharma hates our guts, and I'd love to give them the middle finger right now, but you have to work through them. That's the reason that so many people are suffering in this country, in this world. Right there. You saw it tonight on Shane the Train. Please follow this feed. This guy's the real deal.
Wow. So how did you get involved? When did you come involved with this?
Well, I heard about Enlight Medical through a company that I had done a lot of work with, and I'm going to put it in the comments right now. Sarascan.com. And I just put it in the comments. Eric's, you can share it as well. Sarascan.com, C-E-R-E scan.com. Guess what they do? They work with Q-Spect imaging, Shane. You know what they do? They basically, how would you explain this? So what they're basically doing is they're doing SPECT imaging. If you're familiar with SPECT, they have a proprietary SPECT imaging camera that's the most advanced on planet Earth. Guess what it does? It measures 160 regions of the brain blood flow. It will tell you with 99.9% accuracy every type of condition that you have and exactly what it is. What they do is they correct the misdiagnosis. They give you answers to questions. They measure 160 regions of blood flow and dissect it in 262,144 slices of the brain and teeny tiny cubes and a 3D render that will tell you everything you need to know about your brain and the most advanced brain imaging on planet Earth. And they're based in Littleton, Colorado. Here you all are right now on Shane the Train. This is the real deal. I don't care what anybody says. If somebody tells you different, it's because they don't want you to know how to deal with what you need in your life. Sarascan.com is the most advanced diagnostic brain imaging on the planet. The most effective diagnostic treatment is right there.
Gary has a question. Gary's been a veteran for a long time, so he has a question. Gary Denton.
Hey, Gary, what's your question?
He's a great dude. Gary Denton's a great guy. Great veteran.
What does he have there, Shane?
He says, will this get me off of my meds?
Yes. Hey, Eric's, please tell the crowd here how many boxes of drugs and drugs that the VA was giving you before this technology. Can you give an idea of how many prescriptions, Eric's? Can you put that in the comments? Tell them how many prescriptions you were taking before, and then how much it reduced your prescriptions now versus without this technology. How many prescriptions did you get off of, Eric's? Put it in the comments. Please share this with all your friends.
So how do you use this technology? How do you do it? You put it on the area? For how long?
Okay, let's talk about that. So this technology is basically approved for increased circulation, reduced pain. You saw what it's dealing with, and I'm telling you this much, because the FDA, you can't mention the 100+ conditions or symptoms associated with what this technology can do. Why? Big Pharma doesn't want you to know about this because it's going to put them out of business. Shane, when I tell you it's going to put them out of business, it is. So to basically answer what it's doing, let's just show it reality. I'm sitting in a zero gravity chair. That's my workstation there with Shane the Train. I love you, Shane. Thanks for letting me come on a second night in a row.
You rock. I love you.
I put my other 6 monitors away so I could do this show tonight.
Wow.
So what I'm telling you right now is you got, I'm going to turn this around, this camera, okay? So what you're looking at here is me. I'm in a zero gravity chair. And if you're familiar with zero gravity chair, you can pick them up for like, I don't know, you can Google it, like $50, okay? What you see right now is I've got this technology that we've been looking at, which is low-level light therapy. Google it, LLLT. Google NASA. Google photobiomodulation. Google near-infrared light therapy. Why don't you just Google it? Everywhere on the planet, this technology has existed for over 30+ years research-wise, and it's been around over several thousand years. Guess what it is? You want to know the simple version of this right now, Shane?
Yeah.
Photosynthesis for the body. That's the easiest way to understand. Okay, so here we are. How does this work? There's different pads. Why don't you just visit enlightmedical.com? Here you are seeing me, okay? And Eric's, please syndicate and put in the comments as I'm doing this, because It may not make as much sense as to me because I've done this thousands of times for pre-post workout. You want to never get sore in a workout? Imagine what it does when you're talking about vasodilation. I'm taking infrared, polychromatic, red, blue diodes, okay, and I'm putting them on my body. Do you think that does something for a pre-post workout? Of course. It means that lactic acid can't build up. It means that my body is able to vasodilate. You imagine me taking this 30 minutes before a bike ride and doing it with or without, or imagine me doing skiing in Aspen, Colorado, and putting this on my body 30 minutes before my ski trip. Do you think it's going to be a difference? I guarantee you that the leg you didn't put this on is going to be sore as hell, okay? And the one that you did put it on, you won't notice a thing because your ligament won't be sore at all. So here's how it works, Shane. You take this face mask, this body pad, it doesn't matter what body part. That technology will go right through your clothing, okay, infrared. I'm going to take this face mask, I'm going to put it on my face. So I can't quite see you, but I'm going to pretend that I can see you, okay? So I'm going to take my face mask, and I've got my headphones on here, okay? So, Shane, can you see me okay? Because I can't see you.
Yeah.
Okay?
Yeah.
So if you see what I've got, basically, I've got polychromatic light therapy. It's basically low-level light therapy, LLLT. Google it, enlightmedical.com. I've got this on my face. Now, right now, this thing is going through frequencies, okay? It has different nanometer, it has different milliwatts, and it has power and LED and visible and non-visible light on the light spectrum going through my skin and through my body. It's all based on depth. The technology of infrared can go up to 4.5 inches of penetration. So right now, I've got this face mask on. Inside this face mask right now is basically a blue and a red LED technology. It's not the same thing as blue light because this is referred to as light energy. So if you Google light energy or LLLT, you'll hear about this. This face mask, Shane, what it's doing, it's relaxing my body. It's taking away my anxiety. It's relieving my stress. It's helping me feel relaxed. It's dealing with, different thoughts and different mental conditions depending on the person. And right now I feel exceptionally relaxed. I'm not going to keep it on for too long because most people, even if you can't imagine it, you're going to fall asleep after 20 minutes. So I'm going to take this off right now. That's just the face mask, okay? That's a polychromatic light therapy. These guys, all shapes, sizes, and colors, every single other row is dealing with low level and non-visible and visible light, and every other row of diodes is off. What that's doing is that when I basically put it on my body, right now if I just put it on like this, even though I have my my workout pants on here, that will penetrate my body. If I wanted to take it and put it on a different part of my body, say my stomach, for example, I would take the technology, place it on my abdomen, and have it deal with polychromatic light therapy that penetrates my body through my abdomen. And that kind of activity on the mitochondrial function can last 30 minutes, 60 minutes, sometimes 1 to 2 days, depending on your body. And it's all visible and non-visible light that's penetrating my body up to 4.5 inches based on this technology. Google it. LLLT, Google NASA, Google DARPA, Google the military, Google low-level light therapy, near-infrared light therapy, infrared sauna. But imagine you're taking this on a medical type 2 device that's FDA approved for increased circulation, reduced blood flow. Guess what you're going to find? That technology right there is going to deal with over 99% of every condition on the planet that almost every person is suffering with, that they're cutting off the limbs of their body because their body shuts off. So can you imagine if here's my leg, okay, this is Daniel Halstead's leg, okay? Don't make fun of it, Shane, okay? I'll help you out here. There's a little Iron Man, okay? Just to make it sensible and fun. Is that if I take this, if I had neuropathy on my foot, watch this. You think if I just put that pad on my foot, it's going to help my peripheral neuropathy? It wouldn't help because possibly somewhere up here, I've got a decreased circulation, reduced pain. So what's happened is circulation has been cut off somewhere up here. And what neuropathy is doing is it's working its way up, get to the point where the body is unable to facilitate the rest of the limb. Just what happens when it gets up to here and close enough up to here. There's nothing to support that area of my limb. I tingle. I feel fire sensation. Eric's, I hope you're putting comments because you saved both of your legs because of this technology, is that when this starts to get up to here and I'm not using something like this technology, right now I've decided at this point the doctor said, you know what, based on all the drugs, everything we found, we're going to cut you off right here. You're going to lose that function of the body. Well, guess what? If I'm using low-level light therapy, watch this. This is how easy it is. I start there. You notice how I didn't put it where they were going to amputate? I placed it here, say 20 minutes. I moved it down, I placed it 20 minutes. I moved it down, I placed it 20 minutes. Does this make sense? I basically told the body, get my blood flow down to this limb that I don't want to cut off. I don't want to lose my leg here. I don't want to lose it here. I don't want to lose it here. I'm going to tell my body that this part of my leg does exist. And how am I doing it? Low-level light therapy, inlightmedical.com. This is one of the most fascinating technologies on the planet available to you. And honestly, if Big Pharma does not want you to know about this technology, if they did, everybody would have it. And because they don't, the technology is basically affordable, considering that the chiropractic market, they might charge, I don't know, $30,000, $40,000, $50,000 for technology on cold lasers. And guess what? These kind of systems, they range from $995 from a military system all the way up to $5,000 for a non-military system. But guess what? If it saves my life, prevents me from cutting off my leg, losing my arms, or losing a part of my body, that's nothing. I'll spend more than that in drugs, Shane.
Yeah, amen. Amen. Well, I appreciate all this, man. What a great.
Brother, I kept you up a lot later than I expected. My interview was very long-winded, but I honestly, if it was worth it for David, it makes me feel better. If it was good for David and it was helpful for Eric's.
Amen. Well, I'll be having pop-up guests, so keep being around. I love having you on, and we'll just keep telling them I'm tired. Shane Train is out.
Shane. Hey, guys, everybody follow this. Because right now I hit Shane up late tonight, but I'm telling you, follow this guy. Hey, Shane, I'd love to get on your show earlier instead of keeping you so late.
Yeah, well, I'm up till 3 or 4 every night anyway.
No, but I'm just saying, you do an amazing job.
We'll get you on at 10 o'clock when the show starts. It starts at 10 o'clock Eastern Standard.
Hey, my hometown, they're still up, and it's earlier. It's 2 hours earlier there, so they're 10:29 p.m. So they're like sitting here watching this,
Yeah, we're at 1:30 here.
1:30 a.m. Hey, Eric, you heard that, 1:30 a.m. there. Hey, yeah. David, we're so glad to help, and I'm so cool that you're next to Shane the Train, because this guy's the real deal. Please help him get this message out to everybody on the planet. This guy's the real deal, and get on his show, watch him, follow his feeds, and share it with the people that you love and care about.
Community. I'm honored to be a part of this community. I appreciate y'all. I am the human cheerleader for the human race. It's what I do. Everyone's story matters. No one's going to understand. We're all different. Act different. Be different. And we need your help.
Love it, Shane.
Love you all.
Yeah, that's right.
Yeah, choo-choo train, man. You need that hustle.
I love it.
Yeah. Thank you for coming on.
Thank you, Shane. Thank you, brother.
God bless.